And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. This is happening right now, right here. Welcome everyone. Hello. I hope you're doing well. I'm very excited to be here tonight on this momentous occasion. I mean, it's a regular Thursday for most people, but for me, it's a very exciting time, very exciting opportunity, because today, on June 1st, 2023, 8 p.m. local time, I have started my first ever stream on Twitch. And I can see that your model on the chat is pointing out to the little alpaca down there. I figured out that I'm gonna bring her for good luck. And there's Gulheru. Hello. How are you doing, man? Great to have you here. Great to have everyone here. Guys, so this is it. This is happening. Welcome to the channel officially. I have created the channel on March 1st, but today, 3 months later, we are starting the first stream, and this first stream will be, of course, Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. I'm very excited to be here and to actually take this step into streaming. The backstory, of course, is that I was looking for a new hobby, and I figured out that I like video games and I like talking, and actually streaming seems like a good marriage between those two. This is actually what I heard in like interviews with other streamers. I was listening to podcasts while I was preparing myself, and I figured out, why not? Maybe I should give it a try. Maybe it will be something that will become a kind of a creative hobby that I can do in my spare time, and of course, maybe it will bring some joy to you guys. May the force be with you. Thank you very much, Near Model. I can feel the force, flowing, and I can already feel, because the force in Star Wars, of course, is like everything is connected. All living things are connected together. So I feel the connection. I can feel the connection with the audience right now. I can feel the force flowing, and I'm gonna use that force to bring some fun times. Maybe just for the sake of proper first introduction. My name is Prain and I stream RPGs. This time I was playing the KotOR 2 game, but in the future I hope to stream some other RPGs, for example, like Persona 5. It's a great JRPG I would like to try on stream, or Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes later this year. So everything is on the table. And I stream every Thursday. Of course, streaming every Thursday, today being the first Thursday, but still, this is the plan, to plan to stream week by week, every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central European Summertime, and I hope that you'll be joining me on this adventure that will be going on together. 100% efficiency so far. Yeah, thank you very much. This is what I was aiming for. Let's hope I will keep that up. And let's see what kind of video game we'll be playing today. So this is it. This is right here, should be Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. This is the PC version on Steam, and apparently this is also the restored content modification. So this is not something I have played, by which I mean I have played KotOR 2 in the past, I think 2 or 3 times already, but due to certain development problems, some content was cut, and I think this modification restores some of the content, maybe put some more from what was lost during development. Actually, the story is really fun, because you may know the first game was developed by BioWare, but the second was developed by Obsidian, and the reason for that is because when the Star Wars guys were like, "Hey, we need a sequel, and you have 15 months for that," and BioWare was like, "Nope, we can't do this." I think last year on the Reddit MAA. Drew Karpyshyn revealed that they approached them and told them, like, yeah, you have this kind of time frame to develop a sequel, and they were like, nope, we don't feel comfortable, we don't think it's realistic. But ask guys at Obsidian. They have experience with the engine, with the Odyssey engine that was also used for Jade Empire, for example, and of course the first game. The Obsidian took the job. And they did a pretty good job, I think. The game, when launched, from what I heard and remember and read, was riddled with some technical issues, some problems, and of course the cut content I mentioned. was also an issue, but other than that, is a great game. And Near Model just followed. Thank you very much for the follow, Near Model. I'm glad to have you on the Parliament, because the channel is kind of old themed. So I learned that the word for the group of owls is Parliament. So yeah, welcome, and I hope you'll enjoy your time here. All right. So yeah, this is Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Like I said, I already played this game a couple of times, but this is the first time on stream. And as far as streaming goes, I also streamed a couple of games, on Discord to my friends, to you guys actually. So I have some experience in streaming, but I have never experienced this like one-sided kind of streaming, or 1.5-sided, because on Discord it's essentially voice call and you're sharing your screen and everyone is participating organically at the same time. But in here I have the chat that I'm looking at, I have the camera I'm looking at, and it's a different kind of experience, but it feels good so far. So we'll be going into the game in just a moment and just see what kind of adventure awaits us. All right, so one technical issue. I mean one technicality. That's not an issue. It's absolutely not an issue. So this is not a speed run, not any particular challenge run. This will be like a regular gameplay in which we'll be listening to dialogues and enjoying the dialogues, because voiceovers in this game are superb. And certain characters are like the chef's kiss to listen to. So we'll be doing that. The tag I also put on the transmission here on Twitch is no spoilers, by which I mean I will not be going into the details of the plot. I will try to discover the game as we go, rediscover the game as we go, and just see it kind of like a new player. Give me Kreia or give me Death. Yeah, I mean there will be both, I suppose. I will be playing on the normal difficulty, so I might die sometimes. Actually, the different difficulties affect gameplay in KotOR 2, because as you know, this is based on the D20 system, so there are like challenge ratings for picking up mines or something like that, and for example, the higher the difficulty, the more XP you get, but also the higher the challenge. But let's keep to normal, regular, honest to God playthrough of KotOR 2. All right, so let's see what we can do. We can probably put this like maybe here-ish. Yeah, okay. So now you should be seeing the whole game. Also, let me know if you can hear the game. Maybe I'm talking a little too loud, or maybe the game is too loud. Just let me know. We can still do some balancing before we go in. And I wouldn't want to, mess up the first impression. So, so if there's anything that you'd like to change, volume's perfect. Thank you very much. All right, so that's looking good. Also, this stream is sponsored by water. Just just saying that in case some water brand would like to join. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding, but it's better to come prepared. All right, so Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. We'll be playing this game, and I figure out at some point that the best way to replay an RPG game is to have a character in mind, because when you first play a new RPG game, you kind of follow the story that the game gives you. For example, if we are in the first KotOR, we follow the story of course the Darth Revan, and how it all, we are all kind of like engaging with this particular story. We are following this particular story. But when you're replaying a game, you kind of don't want to focus on the main plot. You want to enjoy the game itself, and you want to like discover it in a different light, because KotOR 2 and KotOR 1, those are the RPGs set in the Star Wars universe, where we have the light side of the Force, the dark side of the Force. So it's very binary, and like there is a chance that if you played a light side playthrough of a game once, then it's gonna look the same the second time. But going into dark side sometimes isn't a solution, because we maybe don't want to hurt people, or on the other end, maybe we don't want to give all our money to the poor. If we are on the other side of the spectrum. So the decision making and role playing in the games can also be affected by what kind of character we have in mind before we start the playthrough. I beg your pardon. No, I was just using that analogy to give a good segue into how different KotOR 2 is, because we have the light side and the dark side, but KotOR 2 actually touches on the morally gray side of the everything, of the galaxy, of the events, of the characters, which is why it's such a great game. It will be revealed why certain characters are kind of a grayish, but it's a very nice and philosophical game. Near Model says, do the dark side, otherwise I'll never see that part of plot. Well, there is a way that I kind of want to include the audience, include you guys in the process of going through the game, but we'll get to that later. So the character that I'll be creating for this particular playthrough is a character that I'm currently playing in a D&D campaign. I'm also playing D&D 5 edition, not on stream, maybe not yet, who knows, but for right now, I'll be bringing that character to life in a Star Wars universe. So in the D&D 5 edition, as some of you already know, the character is named Barnabas Blackstone, and he's a wizard. He's also a Warforged, which is a kind of a robot race in the D&D universe. But let's focus on the wizard part. Wizard, so not very physically tough, not very strong, but casting spells that can alter the battlefield. And as luck would have it, the Jedi are kind of space wizards. Jedi, or Force users, let's be politically correct. Force users are kind of space wizards. So I think this will be a good adventure. Barnabas himself in the campaign is a little maybe too vain, but also has a good heart and will protect everyone with his life. That's kind of the vibes that the character I was when I was creating him in the D&D campaign. That was the vibe I was going for. But of course, he also sometimes complains. But this is a story for another day, because Barnabas goes way back, actually, before the current campaign that I'm playing in. He goes back into the Descent into Avernus campaign that I had the pleasure of running. This is a whole different story. But sometimes, yes, Near Model. I mean, he sometimes complains. He not always complains. I mean, I hope, if this is the vibe that Barnabas was giving, then I think I have to work on that. But okay, let's go and see just do a new game, So also, I think that during playing, I'll be narrating also some technicalities of the game. So we have 3 classes. We have a Consular, we have a Sentinel, and Guardian. And to just quickly go over those 3 classes, 3 kind of characters that we can have. Guardian is your everyday warrior. They come in strong, they swing their lightsaber, they destroy everything. With just bonking. Well, actually not bonking, like swish swoosh, wow wow, those kind of sounds that lightsaber does. They fight that way. And on the other side of the spectrum is Consular, so they don't fight with lightsabers. I mean, they still do, but they don't specialize in lightsaber combat. They they just learn the Force. They are the masters of the Force. Actually, the game says here they spend less time on combat. And there's also a Sentinel, which is kind of a best of the both worlds and has some good skill choices in the game, so they're like a balanced option. But we're not going for a balanced option. We are going to the Jedi Consular. It says here that Jedi Consular is recommended for advanced players only. I think I consider myself an advanced player, so the game is not scaring me right now. You can't scare me off game. We'll be playing the Space Wizard. Sometimes name is Alec. Near Model is asking. Yeah, Alec is a character that Barnabas doesn't particularly enjoy, but there's a difference between Barnabas not liking him and me hating him. So this is important distinction. I think that I should mention here. All right, so we'll be doing a custom character. This is, like I said, the D20 system, and actually the 3rd edition of Dungeons & Dragons, so way back, but it should be pretty familiar to anyone that plays any sort of RPGs. So portrait. Okay, so Barnabas Blackstone, the campaign, like I said, he's a robot and he's actually bold. And there is like a bold character. Yeah, this one. I've never played this portrait, you know, the portraits aren't so great. But, you know, this is an old game. But I think this would be a Barnabas in space, you know, the Barnabas the space wizard. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. And then attributes. So this is the basic D20. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So the idea, he looks like a robot pretending to be a guy. Yeah, maybe. Let's just give it a look. Maybe, you know, I think this is like kind of bird, but maybe it's a kind of a metal something protruding out of his chin. So yeah. I can see that this Nighty. I know you're writing something, but I think the Streamlabs, the chat bot like said to you that you should refrain from spamming caps. You were too excited. This shouldn't be a thing. I think maybe is it the way that I can fix that quickly, because I know that you're excited and I wouldn't want you to just be excluded with your cap sync. Let's see. Maybe if I turn this off, maybe it will it will work this time. Nighty, would you mind going for something with caps only, so I can see if I fix that? Otherwise, you know, you're gonna be maybe Streamlabs will again just stop you, but hopefully not. So if you could give me some cheerful all caps, I would be very grateful. So you can see that. Twitch can handle 90. Yes, you know, there aren't many who can, I think so. Oh yeah, okay. Streamlabs will ban me again. No, it didn't. So I fixed that. You know, professional streamer. It took only like 18 seconds for me to fix the problem. But you know, it stands to reason. I'm kind of person that likes to get into the details and just learn from various sources. I was like going into Streamlabs and specs and watching videos and all of that, so I feel pretty well prepared to do the stream actually, but that doesn't mean I'm not like shaking eternally. So yeah. What do we have here? We have also incoherent screaming from Gulhero. Yes, this is it. I'm glad that you guys are here. It's actually making me, you know, peaceful, you know, inner peace. I'm getting inner peace when I see the faces that I know on the chat. So I'm very grateful for that. Let's go back into the game and see what kind of attributes we have. So strength. Strength is for combat, so probably not for Barnabas. Dexterity could be useful because if we're not going strength, we might as well go dexterity. Constitution would be interesting to not die, you know. Jedi Consulars, I think they have the lowest health pool, so maybe we should give some points here, maybe not that much. Intelligence, all right. So this is interesting because in D&D usually you have a caster character, charisma over 9,000. In D&D you have your casters, and usually they are tied to one attribute. So for example, wizards are tied to intelligence, and sorcerers are tied to charisma, and clerics and druids are tied to wisdom. In KotOR 2, it's a bit different, because intelligence is basically for skill points, so it's not a casting attribute. But wisdom and charisma are both related to using the force. So wisdom affects like the force points that we have, basically the mana that we have, and charisma influences like you know, it's harder to resist the force, some of the force powers, and also it's very important to have charisma on high if you want to use the if you are a good character, for example, but you still want to choke someone or use force lightning on them, because it reduces the penalty that you actually get if you're using the opposite force towards your alignment. I'm not sure if we can do it like nicely. Let's see. Maybe wisdom 14, charisma over 9,000. Hey, and there's Tovak. Hello. I'm super happy to see you. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see, charisma, let's put it like here. Intelligence, what can we do? Can we do 12? Maybe we can do 12. So 14, 14, 12, 14, 14, and 8, it's kind of a balance, but, you know, like I said, this is not an optimized run. This is a run that will be mostly relying on some role playing and some creative narrative for the character. Not essentially of going through the game without any hiccups or any problems. Still waiting for Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, I'm also waiting for that, and I was actually saying a couple of minutes ago that I'm actually considering streaming Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes out. So maybe when I warm up to the streaming idea, maybe I'll include Baldur's Gate 3 in the you know. In my plans, so this is it. Let's put this to wisdom. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's see. All right, skills. So skills are a little different than what you could expect in Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, and there's another follower. I'm not sure I can Humizaurus. I'm not sure if I'm reading this correct, but thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much for joining the Parliament of Owls that we have here. And Tova, hello, hello. Also follow. Thank you very much for the follows, guys. So yeah, follow hype. Yes, Nighty is saying follow hype. I'm very very hyped already. I'm very glad that I could actually set up the alerts correctly. It took me some time to just put the GIF in there and just find a little this jingle, this music that sounded, but it works, so it's good. Hello guys, hello whoever is joining. We're playing KotOR 2 and we are currently creating a character. And I think we have 12 remaining points, so Repair is good. We're gonna go with Repair. Persuade isn't something that Barnabas as a character should be very strong with, but I feel that we should also put some points in Persuade to just have the like dialogue options available to us when it comes to choosing some stuff. And then we have 4 remaining, so let's go with 2 computer use. Oh no, 2 security and 2 demolitions. Let's do it like that. Of course, those are cross-class skills, so they cost more for us to pay for them. There's a way to actually include some of them, but I think we're gonna go with computer use. Because when I'm thinking about Barnabas, he's of course the Warforged, like I mentioned, and also a wizard/artificer. So repairing gadgets or working with machinery should be his deal, and this is why I'm putting points in repair here. And computer use, I think, is a great equivalent of Arcana skills. Arcana in Dungeons and Dragons is a skill that is related to magic and stuff like that. And basically, computers are the form of magic. Any form of technology, not distinguishable from magic if it's advanced enough, like something like that. Okay, so let's go with that. There are also feats. Feats are special qualities of our character that we can customize them with. And I'm gonna go with the class skill computer use so that the computer skills won't be costing us so much when we will be leveling up. Okay, let's see. Self-repair, praise the Omnisaya. No, that's the wrong game. We're not doing that. We're not doing that here. Also, I missed a couple of messages. Night is asking, where Astarion? Well, not in this playthrough. There will be, however, a couple of interesting characters in KotOR 2 in our party, and that will be meeting throughout the game. So I hope you're gonna find someone who you will be able to, adore, for example. And I think that should be the right word. Adore the character. All right, so let's see. Name. Okay, let's call him Barnabas. This should be good. And all right, are there space vampires? Well, not that I remember, but there is a force of the dark side users called Drain. You can drain the life of the people, or drain the life force, or drain the life or the force actually. So we can kind of become a vampire, but we're gonna see. And hello, the first chat from Zimisi. I hope there are space vampires. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna try to find some. I'm promised that I'm gonna try to find some, guys. Let's see. So actually we have to do it like that. I'm gonna right now. I think if I press play, it will be it will be going into the opening crawl of the game, but since KotOR 2 is an old game, you wouldn't see it if I just press it like that, so I have to do some space magic, you know, I'm a space wizard myself at this point, so let's do it like that. Let's put this on hold, and let's put it this, and let's put this. I'm gonna be reading as well for your pleasure, because I know that I may be on the tab away, you know, tucked somewhere on the screen, on the side screen, on the, you know, wherever. So yeah, opening crawl gives me chills every time. Star Wars: The Sith Lords. Also, hello Aviadore, thank you very much for coming here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you could find time to drop by. It is a perilous time for the galaxy. A brutal civil war has all but destroyed the Jedi Order, leaving the ailing Republic on the verge of collapse. It's like Republic is always on the verge of collapse. Amid the turmoil, the evil Sith has spread across the galaxy, hunting down and destroying the remaining Jedi Knights. Yeah, that Jedi Order, pretty much. Narrowly escaping a deadly Sith ambush, the last known Jedi clings to life aboard a battered freighter near the ravaged world of Paragus. So I would like to point out that we are playing as the Last Jedi, so, you know, not to be confused with The Last Jedi for obvious reasons, but I'm hoping that this Last Jedi will provide a better entertainment. Alright, so the opening crawl is going here, and I believe that in just a couple of seconds I'll be able to move to the next scene. Literally, I discovered that the game's own cutscenes don't work at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. So it was like a weird experience. So this is the Ebon Hawk. This is the Ebon Hawk, and it's drifting in space. This is the ship that will be important in the game. So let's see. We should be going into the game right now. And let's see. Like I said, I won't be spoiling too much. So let's soak in the experience. We can see the ship's interior, and we can hear some sounds, you know, that something is making. We're gonna see in a second what's that. And this is this game's R2-D2, you know, a robot that will be helping us for the next couple of minutes. It looks like the situation is terrible, but Barnabas is here. You know, he's lying in medical room in critical condition. I mean, he looks pretty peaceful, not very critical. I don't see any open wounds and stuff like that, but you know. Oh, there is an open wound in the hyperdrive, so maybe the critical condition of the ship is something we should attend to first, other than Barnabas. And the robot that is here, it's T3M4, a lone astromech droid, as the narration is saying. This is actually a character from the first game. We can either continue the prologue or skip the prologue, but I think we would like to, you know, get to know this astromech a little better. So we're gonna continue the prologue. The game is, of course, teaching us the movement, but we shouldn't have any problems. We have some quests. Let's see. We're gonna be opening stuff and seeing computer spike. Computer spikes are used for hacking, so it may be valuable. And we have to actually use the computer spike to open the doors. Let's see. Almost like a Roomba droid, yeah. I mean, this is a very nice comparison. I love it. It's a little bit higher than Roomba, and I wouldn't mind having my Roomba, you know, be as smart as T3M4, because this is like an astromech droids, and astromech droids can solve multiple problems, as we can see in the Star Wars universe. They just go into the door, just plug in something into the socket, and they're like, okay, problem solved. Let's see. This is the main hold. We have the blast doors that are closed, but there's banging noise on the other side, so we're not going in there. Let's see. Food locker. Some food lockers, some chests will be closed. Okay, it's impossible to open. All right. But we are very strong. We're very strong little Roomba, and we can attack the food locker to open it. We're doing a couple of damage at a time. I'm not sure if there's even anything worth taking in that, but you know, let's try to be a little bit of a completionist and just take it. Broken item and computer spike. So more hacking stuff, and we broke something while opening it. Combat. Well, yeah, the combat in this game, it's something, you know. We're gonna see better examples in the future. There are some parts here. This is low security door. Maybe you can open it. Okay, we open it, but first, you know, body. All right, locker key. There's a dead old woman. All right, more parts here. This is probably closed, right? Yeah, it can't be opened. I think that the key that the woman had was actually the key for that particular locker. So yeah, like I said, not very optimized playthrough. We should have taken the key beforehand. Nighty says that she would watch a series of brave Roomba combating around. Well, you know, there was this a long time ago. I think there was this this TV program about, you know, people making robots that would fight on the arena. I'm not sure what the name was. But they were like attaching knives or flamethrowers to that, and it was like a full-on combat between basically what was little Roombas at that time. Doc? This is not a doc. This is another robot. BattleBots, yeah. BattleBots, that was the thing. That was the name. Thank you very much. Yeah. So we have a 3CFD, but we can fix him, you know. The game is telling us that we have a part. So this guy is broken, but all he needs is a part. So let that be a lesson. If something is broken in your life, just fix it with a part, whatever the part is. Also a dog. Basically, you know, is this a dog, you know, in the Elden Ring style? Those are the dogs of Star Wars, you know, little robots. And we can talk to him. Did it, did it? And he responds with did it, which is, you know, robot for hello, I am very glad to make your acquaintance. He's a member of our party, but good accent, yeah, thank you very much. We're gonna steal, we're gonna take some items from that. Actually, okay, it gives us a combat training. All right, so let's see. All right, so the game is telling us to attack the droids. We should probably equip something. We have equipment. We have droid impact armor Mark 1, defense bonus 3. So yeah, we're gonna be strong. I mean defensive. We have field survival pistol. Let's go. Let's go with guns. Robots with guns. It never ended badly, right? But we can also use the droid shock arm. It's like a lightning bolt. So let's just spam it and be done with it. Okay. So that's done. High security cylinder. It's failure. All right. Do we have security tunnelers? And of course, lag would have it, there are security tunnelers. Those are the items that help with opening the stuff. So it's good to have them when something is too difficult to open. Anyway, we opened everything, and we could maybe check on the hyperdrive. And of course the door is damaged, so alright. The game is putting obstacles in our way, but we are two smart Roombas, and we are going to solve it. We just need to think outside the box, or in this case, think outside the ship, I believe. Two smart Roombas that could. Yeah, very capable Roombas. Let's go. And the good thing about Roombas, they don't need to breathe, so we can just boldly go outside of the ship. You know, the ship looks even worse on the outside than it does on the inside. The damage is visible, you know, especially on this whole section is like, you know, as if it was beaten off by some space monsters. I'm not sure, but. What engine is this game? Aurora Like No Return Nights? This is actually Odyssey engine, which is an updated version to Aurora. So BioWare's, it was a BioWare's, the Odyssey engine was the BioWare's first engine that allowed them, for example, development straight on consoles. So when they were doing the first KotOR, they were first doing the version on the Xbox, and then they ported it. They adapted it to the PC version. So yeah, also on this engine, it was the KotOR 1, the KotOR 2, and the Jade Empire, for example. Those are the games that were made on this engine. And Aurora, if we have this conversation already, Aurora engine is the engine that the Neverwinter Nights was made on, for example, but also the first Witcher game. So CD Projekt Red used the updated Aurora engine to develop their game. And of course, and we have Grubas1 here. Hello. He's saying hi chat, hi friend. Hello Grubas, great to have you here, man. I'm very glad that you're joining us. We are playing KotOR, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and we are at this point 2 Roombas going into space and trying to, get some items to fix everything. Because this is what Roombas do, they fix everything. So let's see, we can probably use some items from here. And the game is saying us that we can blow open the engine room. Like, this is totally safe, guys, right? We have a mine. We're gonna use that mine to blow out the engine room doors that were close to us, and we're going inside. We're going inside to the safety, relative safety of the interior of Ebon Hawk, and let's see if we can actually, explode engine room door without exploding everything. Okay, we could. So very good mine, and there's a port engine. It's shut down. There is a starboard engine damaged, and there's a hyperdrive. We need hyperdrive. Do we have 5 parts? I think we have 5 parts. Success. We are back online. So hopefully this beautiful ship will reach its destination safely. Let's see if we can actually go forward. We can probably go also get into the medical bay, just to check on our character.
This is the medical room.
Barnabas, how are you feeling, man?
Critical condition.
It's in critical.
You need a med pack to be stabilized.
Of course, if we wouldn't stabilize him, nothing would happen. I don't think there's anything related to that. But let's be good guys. Let's be good Roombas and use the medpack on the patient here. Okay, so talk. Medpack. Stabilized. He will not die. This is good. It's good that, it's good that we have saved our own character from dying at this point. And again, this is the Roombas doing. So yeah, that was the T3 and 4. The other guy that was with us, the other dog, the other Roomba, we're going to say goodbye to him for now. There's skip prologue and there is, of course, galaxy map. It would be shorter adventure otherwise. Yeah, I mean, it would kind of suck, but I think that if they were making a game maybe today, like some games have that thing that they have like a hidden endings, especially in the beginning. One of the Far Cry games has that. So maybe there would be a hidden ending here that, oh, you haven't saved the Barnabas on the main character on the ship, so he just walks 5 meters after he wakes up and just collapses, and then there's a game over screen. It would be pretty annoying, but also pretty fun. Okay, so let's go to galaxy map. And we can plot course to the Peragus mining station. So this is where we are going. We're going to Peragus, and as you're gonna see, this is not a very nice place, not a very friendly place. But let's see where it leads us. Let's see, and let's fly in there. The Ebon Hawk is going in there. It's kind of damaged, but it's making its way slowly to the hangar. It hasn't exploded, so it's good. It hasn't exploded, and maybe we'll survive. Let me just go back to the right scene. Yeah, all right. So yeah, we landed. T3 and 4, the Roombas are heroes, and ooh, what's that? This is something in red, and red is probably bad. It's another robot, and this one is not a Roomba. I'm not sure what this is like. Must be a Dyson something. He shot, and there were like short circuit sounds and we are moving to another scene. Where it leads us to the galaxy far, far away. Yes, this is indeed a galaxy far, far away, and you know, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, because KotOR 1 and KotOR 2 take place like 4,000 years before the Phantom Menace, before the events of the Skywalker saga. So it is indeed old and far away. Also, this game takes place 5 years after KotOR 1. The KotOR 1, knowing KotOR 1 is not required for this game, but we're gonna also get a quick recap pretty soon of the events. But yeah, Barnabas has awakened because some mysterious voice has told him to do so. So he has awakened in the KotOR tank. The KotOR is kind of a magical healing substance in the Star Wars universe. It's kind of like Bacta. KotOR comes from the plant of Manan, and it was actually in the first game there was a quest related to that, to the KotOR shipments. And all right, this is Barnabas. We are very handsome, as you can see, and we are very kind of not clothed. We are, you know. Those guys, they at least have uniforms, but they put us here like quite naked. So you know, the clothes will not matter for the couple of following minutes. So let's see where it goes. So we'll be going here through the door. Makes sense, right? Those doors are locked, and those doors are burning. So maybe the safety first. Let's go here. And of course, as a good RPG player, we're gonna be clicking on every container, everything, so that we can get the most items possible. We're gonna steal everything, you know. I think you can relate to that. If you've ever played any sort of RPG, it's kind of like going into places and just hoarding everything, stealing everything, and just getting all those potions for the final boss that you never use. So hopefully you're gonna get some nice items along the way, as we'll be clicking on absolutely everything. Do you even lift, Sith Lord? Well, this guy doesn't look like he lifts. As a reminder, he has 8 strength, so probably he won't be lifting. Go after the gym. Let's see what we can do. We can actually maybe go for the console and see what kind of stuff we have. We can access patient life signs. There were like other guys with there. And KotOR Tank 1, patient dead, KotOR 3, patient recovered, that's us, we recovered, we're very strong, probably. And patient dead, so those guys are dead, rip, rest in pepperonis for them, because they will not be waking up. Well, tough luck. Let's see what we can do. Access medical logs, maybe we can learn something about what happened on the station. I mean, you know, we are waking up in a unknown place. Technically, we don't know what kind of place this is. So let's watch some TV to learn about what's happened.
Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Yeah, so it looks like the station is having some problems. They are a mining station, and they have they're supposed to do a shipment of fuel to Telos. Let's remember that name because it will become relevant, and the shipment itself will become relevant, hopefully. So let's just not go in there. Actually, no, we have to go in there. We have to open the days to the morgue. The days that the doors that were closed. Days to the morgue. What I was saying. Okay, let's go in here. And look at that. There's a corpse. There's a corpse of the woman that we saw on the Ebon Hawk. So it says that this old woman looks dead, but there's no sign of what killed her. Mysterious death. This corpse has a plasma torch. So I always wondered, because you know, we are technically looting a body, so I'm wondering if it is like he died by a plasma torch slash into the chest, stab into the chest, or was he like holding the plasma torch when they were bringing him in, or maybe someone put it in here after they put the body. I mean, the reason I'm not sure why the item is in this particular place, but you know, it's fun. And surprise, the woman is not dead. The old woman is not dead, and she'll be speaking. So let's enjoy the voiceovers.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead.
Of course, like I said, this is a great voiceovers for the characters, but the game is made in a way that our own character doesn't have the voiceovers. So this is the basic, you know, old-timey RPG stuff when you have the list of answers in the dialogue, and you have to choose them, and the general idea, of course, is like. The first one progresses the plot in a nice way. The second one progresses the plot in not a nice way. There are some additional choices to expand on the character, on the lore, on the narrative, and of course the last one that usually goes like I should go. You know, the classic Witcher I should go. Mind you that this is before the games took a turn and changed into the like a dialogue wheel system that you could see, for example, in Mass Effect, when the right side is progressing the game, the left side is progressing the like giving you more info, and the upper left right side is the good answers, the Paragon answers, and the lower one is the Renegade answers. So in this one, will be this is the I should go era, yeah, maybe. But yeah, about the dialogue, since our character is not talking on their own, so there is no voiceover for the character, I feel obliged to just do some voiceovers, and I'll be providing you know voiceovers for Barnabas, and Barnabas, as I mentioned in the D&D campaign, is a little vain, maybe a wizard as well, a little too proud of himself. And also, you know, a very tall guy, very structurally stable guy, due to his race. So maybe I should go with the following voice. Your voice, I heard it as I floated in the KotOR tank.
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
She's suspecting that we've been trained with the Force or the magic, you know. So you can touch minds and feign death. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Last thing I remember, I was on board a Republic ship, the Harbinger. What happened to it?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
I am no longer a member of the Jedi Order.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down. Well,
of course his walk is heavy. Like if he's a robot, a warforged, you know, he is heavy. So, but yeah, the Jedi Order and I have a troubled history. Maybe I should actually, you know, instead of saying Jedi, maybe I should say Space Wizards every time. The Space Wizards Order and I have a troubled history. It will fit the narrative better, I think, you know. Alright, what's going on? How did we get here?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
I'd like to point out the writing in this one. The sentence that you said, I was removed from the events of this world while I slept. You know, it's such a nice line. Every time I will doze off, you know, or space away, I will be like, I was removed from the events of this world. This is it sounds like, you know, very elder-like, because there was a mention of Warhammer 40k earlier. So it sounds like something a Farseer would say, like, I was removed from the events. I was high as KotOR, man. Yeah, maybe he was also high as KotOR. Care to explain why you are in such a hurry?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
We have a persuade option, so let's go with that. Are you sure there's nothing else you can tell me about this place?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
Yeah, okay. She's making sense. You know, we are in the unknown place, and this is probably not a good place if you are in such a state, and there is no doctors attending us right as we wake up. So, I'll go look for a ship and some weapons.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she has a point. We should get some clothes. Are you well enough to travel?
I'm not offering to help you. I'm not so young as to leap from death's door as quickly as you.
I'll return soon to make sure you're all right.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here, I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Yes, she'll be centering herself and removing herself from the events of this world. So yeah, dialogues and the things that we do in the game will give us light side points or dark side points. So there's a karma system in the game, as you can see on the screen. There is the more good we do, the closer to light we get. The more evil things we do, the closer to the dark side we get. And this affects the, especially going dark side. I think only going dark side affects the looks of our characters. You can, you know, become super grey and evil and scarred, you know, with aggressive makeup in terms of female characters. If you're going dark side, so yeah, pretty edgy. But we're gonna see where the game leads us, because I have no plan at this point whether I would like to, you know, to make this a good playthrough or a evil playthrough. We're gonna see how it goes, basically. Okay, we're getting some items. We're getting a vibro cutter. A vibro cutter is a weapon, probably a better weapon than our plasma torch. However, we are not going to get any good bonuses to the weapon, because we are, you know, 8 strength. So we are not, and we're missing a lot. Okay, so if we don't kill those robots, the adventure will kill quickly. Can you do Grey Jedi, or in other words, Enlightened Centrist route? Yeah, because the game actually touches upon the grayness aspect of the Force pretty well. It's quite possible to stay kind of in the middle. For example, one of my playthrough, I was playing a character, and I was like trying to help people. But if there was profit for me, like if there was a chance to get more money by dealing with the black market, or, you know, just doing some stuff, I would take those options. You know, there was mostly profit. Oh, that's nice welcome. There was mostly profit. Hello, combat. Just do it. Thank you. So it's possible to be kind of in the middle. We're gonna see where it leads us when we approach more opportunities. Maybe someone will be annoying, and we're gonna want to crash them under our heel. But maybe some people will deserve better, and we're gonna help them. Broken droids. Did we get some? We actually got the mining laser. Mining laser is giving us at least +3 to hit. So yeah, this is the battle stance of Barnabas, as you can see, with a blaster. So maybe we can shoot some stuff. Also, I can see that my HP is quite low. I was just talking and not paying attention to that. It's kind of regenerating slowly, I think, but maybe let's use a med pack just to be safe. Let's see if we can steal some more stuff. Yeah, components, chemicals, ion grenade. There are grenades that go boom. Security desk, we don't need that right now, so let's skip it. Barnabas uses gun kata, I see. Yeah, I mean, there are some challenges or some ways to play this game by, for example, not using lightsaber, just playing a character that focuses on blasters. I've never had such a playthrough, but the Barnabas in D&D as a wizard has a firebolt spell. You know, this is a cantrip, the basic cantrip that puts a mote of fire towards the enemy and just deals damage. And I think, you know, blasters are kind of like a firebolt, so it makes sense that we got the blaster right here. And it looks like the old woman Kreia is talking to us through the Force, I believe. You know, through space magic. Sorry, we're gonna see.
The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy that you can feel, echoing outwards.
The droids are echoing force, and we have gained a power, precognition. When this power is triggered, you should save your game. This makes sense, you know. If I hadn't healed myself, I probably would have trouble taking these guys behind the door. But maybe actually try to save the game, because why not? If the game is telling us to save the game, it might be wise. All right, so we're going in, and we're going in guns blazing. So the combat system in this game is of course based on the D20 system, which means that every time we use a skill, every time we shoot, don't mind the animation actually, but the dice roll is made. The 1 to the 20, the D20 dice the roll is made, and some modifiers are affecting it. So if we are good in combat, there will be higher modifiers and the bigger chance to hit, for example. So this is actually, you know, it looks kind of actiony. The combat looks kind of actiony, but this is actually a turn-based game. So turn-based combat, maybe that's how should I tell it. So Kreia is talking to us, and we can tell her that I feel strange, like the sedatives are wearing off. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so well. It is the space magic you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget. But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it is coming from across a great distance.
Do not turn away from it. Listen.
Listen.
Feel it echoing.
Feel it. This is it. This is the Force.
I shall guide you down the familiar path.
And she'll be our guide.
We will need it if we are to
Well,
survive
we're gonna see how good of a teacher or how bad of a teacher Kreia is. Gaining experience will slowly re-establish your connection to the Force. So basically, there are level ups in this game. So we're gonna go to a level up. There's auto level up, but we'll be leveling up ourselves. We got some features for our characters. We can choose some skills. So we're gonna go with computer use so that we can hack some computers. And this is pretty much all the skill points that we have. So at this point we have some degree of, you know, arcane knowledge for the computers. We have some basic demolition knowledge, so we're gonna be able to pick up some mines. We don't do stealth, but stealth is terrible in this game. Awareness, we are not very aware of our surroundings, but hopefully the space magic will guide us. We have persuade to talk to people, we have repair to fix machines, we have security to go into places that we shouldn't go into, and treat injury, we don't have that, so we're gonna be relying on, well, you know, probably the Force at some point to heal ourselves. And powers. Alright, so we can choose one power. Powers, those are like Force powers, and some of them you may recognize from the movies. There are like things like Force push or Force lightning or you know, or more that stuff. But there are also powers that are made specifically for the game that haven't been like present in the you know, in the canon or in the expanded universe thing. But the main thing here is that some forces are light side powers. So as you can see, the heal is a light side power. But for example, you know, the lightning, the shock is a dark side power. But there are also neutral powers, universal powers, force body. And actually, since this is like a training stream for me as well, I would like to do something, and I hope it's gonna work. So I'm gonna click that button, and I have actually opened a poll. What kind of next force power I should use? And if you would be so kind to use the command !vote and vote on either light, dark, or neutral. I would be very much obliged to see if it works, you know, if it registers. I'm gonna just wait for a moment. Maybe it will work, you know. I would very much like to see if it's working. And Gulhero has vote on neutral. All right, so that's the first vote. So some of the interesting neutral powers. So let's see, what do we have here? We have like force deflection is a neutral power. We have force body is a neutral power. There are more people voting. Nirmodel is voting on dark, alright. Night is also voting on dark. So yeah, I can feel the edge. Himazaurus is voting on neutral, and Zimisi on neutral, alright. So let's give it a moment. I can see that no one voted on the light side. All right, so you guys want me to be a bad guy in this story, right? I have this feeling, you know, that you don't want to see a hero from, you know, you don't want to see Barnabas become a hero. You want to see him, you know, destroy everything on his path, or, you know, mostly on his path. Neutral guy, maybe neutral guy. You know, we're gonna see. So far, it looks like the neutral side is winning. I'm just gonna take a sip and just wait for a second more. Yeah, but pick neutral first. All right. There's like tons of movies with good guys in this universe. Justice for bad guys. Are we the baddies? Yeah, I mean, this is true. You know. And the stories are usually told from the perspective of the protagonist, and usually that protagonist is a good character, because you know, this is the classic storytelling: the good against evil. You know, the fairy tale of defeating an evil wizard and an evil dragon while being a knight in shining armor. So it makes sense. Those stories make absolute sense, and I agree that maybe we should have some more like evilish stories, or, you know, just seeing the darker shades of the universe as a protagonist. Which is why I'm very excited for the for this one TV series on Disney Plus that will be at some point. The Acolyte, right? That's the name, which will, I think, that told the story of a dark side user and where it leads there. All right. So we have 2 votes on dark side. We have 4 votes on neutral side. Thank you very much for voting. Let's see. And neutral was the most voted options poll with the 66.66666666 of the votes. So I'm not sure why it displays like that, but it's all right. We are going for the neutral. So what kind of neutral power we can choose? Okay, this is light, dark, dark. Force push is a universal power. Feels good, you know. Lightsaber throw is a universal power, but we don't have a lightsaber yet, so probably not the best choice. Dark side here, dark side. Mind trick, you know, those aren't the droids you're looking for and all that stuff. Maybe useful in the future, but since the beginning of the game will be mostly about destroying droids, destroying those evil robots, we probably don't need it right now. So there are also some like light side here. Burst of speed, you know, to be super fast. It's also a very nice choice. Energy resistance, so a defensive option. Maybe let's go with force push. You know, maybe it will be something. Actually, the D&D character Barnabas in D&D has the feat telekinetic, so it makes sense to maybe has this. All right, let's see. So we have destroyed those robots. We have leveled up, and we are... Oh, security failure. Come on. Open it up. Okay, we won't open it up. Maybe if we level up security later. Because I don't want to use the security tunnelers on every single one. You know, this is the basic RPG stuff. I don't want to use the items that is consumable, because I'm afraid I'm gonna need it later. And that's, you know, as we all know, this is not true. But maybe let's not use it. Just one more try. Oh, it opened. Okay, nice. So apparently, you know, Barnabas opened this one, this footlocker, and he used the same idea on the second one. All right, let's go forward, and let's see what is behind door number 17. And who'd have thought? There are more droids. We're gonna use force push on some of them, but this one died already. So let's see. Let's explore this place. Because we are greedy for XP. You know, basic gamer stuff. Docking door. This is closed. We won't go there. This is basic gamer stuff. We want to hawk all the XP for ourselves. Even though, like I said, not optimized, but we can just... We don't want to miss any obvious opportunities, right? Also, a word about combat. You can see that I have a way of choosing a couple of actions that I can use in combat. So on the upper part here, there's a weapon attacks that we have, and it can be power blast, rapid shot, and sniper shot. So those are different kinds of attacks that apply different debuffs maybe, or do different damage. For example, it's harder to hit with a rapid shot, but it shoots twice, or it's harder to shot with a sniper shot, but if it hits, you can do a lot of damage. The middle part is for the forces, the spells that we can use, and the last one is for the grenades, everything that explodes, you know. So I'm just keeping to the basic power blast, because in the end we won't be probably using weapons. We just need to gain some levels so that we can get more forces and more disciplines in the force, more spells, and we can become the best space wizard in the galaxy. Let's see if the force push actually works on them. It did 2 damage, guys. So that was a very strong. We are very strong in the force because it did 2 damage. Actually, what's the number of the? It should say here somewhere. Powers. It deals damage. Okay. Suffers damage equal to half the Jedi's level. We're level 2. It did 2. Maybe it says something there. Okay, it doesn't matter. Well, it wasn't a very high roll. Maybe. It's still the RNG stuff. So we're gonna see. Maybe we can do some more damage in the further levels. We're also using the force points. On the right side of the screen you can see the portrait of a character. Oh my goodness, we are dying. We're almost dead, come on. Heal. Heal, heal, heal. Heal. Thank you. I don't want to be, you know, killed by robots. It doesn't make sense. And we're still in half health. You know, at this rate we're gonna eat all our med packs. We have 6 of them. But, you know, it's not a very good thing. By the way, guys, I was wondering actually, have you played Knights of the Old Republic 2? Because I know that some people have, some people haven't, but I would like to get like a general feeling. If I'm talking to like very experienced people when it comes to KotOR 2, or just beginners. Because as you may have noticed, I have this tendency of explaining stuff, maybe over-explaining, of teaching you how the game works, the mechanics and stuff like that. So I just want to adjust, you know, my commentary. Zero KotOR knowledge from 90s Lair. Well, you're playing a lot of old games. So you should play this one. Actually, guys, if you know, 90 is a streamer on Twitch. So I would like to, you know, test something and give her a shout out. Let's see if it works. So let's see. Is it work? Is it not working? Maybe the command isn't working. Oh, all right. No, I missed the letter. Very, very smart. Okay. No streamer here. No, okay. Take number 2. SO 90s _ Lair. This time? Yes, alright. The bot is working. So 90 is a streamer here on Twitch, and she is quite possibly the sweetest Twitch streamer I have ever had the pleasure of watching. She plays old games such as old classic games such as the Thief, the game about the thief, the Garrett who sneaks and bonks with a blackjack, but also Hades, like the bot is saying. So definitely go check her out. I know that at this point you probably, everyone who is in the audience already knows 90, but you know, this is a good training for me as well. So go check out 90 because she's actually who inspired me to try streaming. She has been streaming for a long time already, and I was like, if she can do it, I can do it too. So we're gonna hopefully raid you 90 one day when the time comes. So we have approached this console, and we have, you know, there's basically activate the switch and log out. Those are the 2 options that the game gives us. So yeah, we are activating the switch, and the switch has, you know, overrode some security measures, and we can now progress through the game. Also, Gulhero is saying that he played KotOR a long time ago. Yeah, so I hope this will be like a good return to the game for you, man. And Nirbala is saying that she only played the first one. So yeah, this is part of the reason why I opted for no spoilers, no heavy spoilers for this game. And we can see through the force, through the space magic, we can see a man who is trapped in a cage. And the old woman Kreia is saying that we have nothing to fear. And he might yet prove useful. So we're gonna see what kind of guy this is.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here?
Barnabas is slowly approaching. I'd like to point out the line that he said, nice outfit. What you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here. And the way the actor delivers it depends on the gender of your character. So if you're playing a mine character, male character, sorry, he's going like nice outfit, like a very steady, very basic commentary. But if you are going in as a female character, he sounds like nice outfit. If you know what I mean. He is like the line is delivered differently. Depends on the character. But okay, there are a lot of options here. So, care to explain why you're locked up?
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
Okay, so this is a guy, but he's not a miner. So you're not a miner. Who are you then?
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Smart mouth. What is this place?
Oh, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am.
That's
this
sarcasm.
This paradise is the Paragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Paragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up.
Blowing yourself up?
Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Paragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator.
How big of an explosion are we talking about?
You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids.
Nighty says that you'd like to point out those
surface.
powerful calves.
That's
yeah,
why
I
they don't
mean,
allow blast
Barnabas
the
doesn't
miner
skip
jumped up
certain
on
days in
juice
the
not
gym.
to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator.
And there's also a comment from Zimisi, Hanbolo. Yeah, I mean, Atten Rand is this game's kind of Han Solo, the roguish character, which you may or may not enjoy. We're gonna see. This facility is deserted. What happened?
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea.
Alright.
So the two groups started fighting.
Then there
So
was
it looks
some
like
big
there was some
explosion,
conflict.
and then I was sitting here for a long time, waiting
Some
for
conflict
some
in the
miner to show
Paragus
up and
mining
ask a bunch of
station.
questions.
There's a bounty on captured Jedi. Why?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the
Yeah,
bounty's pretty
like the
high.
opening crawl told us, we are kind of the last of the Jedi, so not many Jedi left. What happened to them? Like, I'm
The ones that
shocked,
weren't
really.
killed
There are
in
no
the
Jedi?
Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
There is no Council of Space Wizard. Well, maybe it's for the better. The stories I heard were of the Sith, not the Jedi.
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
I've been away since the Mandalorian Wars.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
And if you haven't played the first game, this would be a good moment to actually maybe stop listening to the stream, because this is part of the game that sets the canon for the second game. In this dialogue, we can choose actually what happened in the first game, more or less. How was the outcome of the first game was looking, and this will affect some minor stuff, some dialogues, some happenings. It's not very important, but I think I'm gonna. I couldn't care less, because as you can see, the first option is kind of a light side ending for KotOR 1. No, sorry, the first one is actually the dark side one, because it says that the rumors I heard said Revan defeated Malak, then went to Korriban to unite the Sith against the Republic, so that would be the dark side ending. The second one, I was led to believe that Revan saved the Jedi and the Republic, so that would be the light side. And we can actually go with the third one. I'm not sure what the like canon choice for this game will be if we choose the third one. So it will be a nice surprise maybe in the future. I couldn't care less about Revan's fate. I had other questions for you.
Look, no offense or anything, but your weird half-naked interrogation is
Space Wizards, Space Warlocks,
Hey, wait
yeah.
a minute.
So, how do you think, Gulher? Are Jedi Space Wizards and
Where is
Sith
everybody?
are Space Warlocks? Something like that? Or is it the other way around? Stop playing dumb. You must have seen what took place.
From my beautiful view in this security cage? Look, I heard some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can.
Space Dark Wizard doesn't roll off the tongue. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful. Okay, the guy wants to go out of the cage, and maybe we can persuade him to tell us his plan first.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field, and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship, and then we fly out.
This is a good plan. We need a ship to get out. Okay, there are some options, like I'll switch off the cage, but if you try and run, I'll cut you down without a second thought. So it fits nicely the edgy character that we can do. Actually, because we chose the universal power at the last choice, I think I'm trying to be neutral in this dialogue. So maybe we don't trust him completely, but yeah. All right, I'll let you out.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Just stay ahead of me and don't make any sudden moves. We don't need to be super nice to him, We just rescue him, but we have to be cautious. We don't know this man.
Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships.
This is very like a spacey lingo. About basically ships coming and landing.
To the communication system from the inside.
Well, maybe not landing, but attaching themselves to the station.
Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey!
Something's wrong. What's wrong?
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
Repair. Barnabas knows something about repair, so we're using this in the dialogue. That wouldn't be a standard procedure in an emergency lockdown.
No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped.
It's interesting. There are some forces here trying to lock us out. So, we have some enemies. Maybe Kreia was right about the assassins, but maybe there's something else. There must be a way to end the lockdown from here.
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Can we contact the miners?
We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up.
Let's see if we can try and reach someone on the comm.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Alright. So we met Aton. As you can see, his everything about him speaks like I'm a rogue. I'm a roguish character. he talks about luck. He's sarcastic. He's witty, maybe. He's this game's Han Solo. We're gonna see if we're gonna like him or not in the future. But for now, let's talk to this computer. Access comm systems, and let's talk to dormitories. There is no response. Hangar Bay 25. As you access Hangar Bay 25, there is a series of low-pitched whistles and beeps. It sounds as if there is an utility droid on the other end. Alright, utility droids are friendly, as we learned from the prologue. Is anyone there? Answer me. Ed, look! It's the Roomba! It's the Space Roomba. T3M4. Are you operational? Be it, he answers. And apparently we speak droid. We speak Roomba. We're trapped up on the administration level. Can you unlock the turbolifts? Do rip, be whip. This is the dialogue. Someone had to have fun, you know, writing that, because someone had to write these things, you know. We are speaking beep-boop. Yeah, we are speaking beep-boop. There must be emergency hatches. Try to find one. And after another series of whistles and chirps, yeah, we can do. I'd rather risk I'd rather risk it than be trapped here, or don't question my orders, just follow them. Yeah, let's go. Don't question my orders, just follow them. The Roomba made sad sounds. Okay, so maybe I feel bad about it. Maybe I shouldn't maybe I shouldn't like shout at the Roomba. But yeah, the game is putting us back into T3M4 well, shoes, or you know, whatever he has. So this section of the game we're gonna be playing as him right now. Interesting thing, this section actually in the like a very optimized or speedrunny stuff, it is often like kind of skipped, because every time we use the security skills, we get XP. We get some XP. Whoa, there are robots there. So usually the practice is to not get any XP from those machines or from those stuff, because on the off chance that the main character will come back here, they would be getting XP. So you know, this is how the game is optimized. But we don't concern ourselves with that. We are just going to try and see what's behind this door. We're gonna be opening and experiencing everything. And it looks like there is something nice. The hangar 25 houses the Ebon Hawk that looks kind of better than how it looked the last time. You know, it's not probably. Maybe it's because it's parked on this side, but it doesn't look like it's you know, bitten off by a space worm or something. So hopefully we're gonna be able to fly on it. You know, we just need to assemble the crew. Let's see. Hangar controls. Anything we can do? Repair. We need parts. We don't have parts. Okay. We need to find parts. As we learned in the prologue, all of life's problems can be solved by parts. So we're gonna try to find one. We're gonna go down this corridor that we haven't yet. Let's see. Do you have parts? No. You have minor sonic detonators. I'm just not gonna use it. Just throw it. Come on. Can you throw it? 45 damage. That's, you know, that's massive damage compared to what we usually do. Of course, we don't actually need that one. Grenades are kind of like area of effect spells. So you know, the fireball can be translated to this game's plasma grenade. The ice version, of course, there is also like a cryo grenade or something like that. So it's good to have grenades. And we're gonna see if I'll be actually using them, or you know, doing the RPG stuff and hogging them to never use them. We probably should be able to complete the game without relying on such technology, but it's always fun to, you know, throw something at stuff, right? This is the Force Lightning. Force Lightning that is attached to a droid, basically. It's good to have grenades. Sounds like a life-changing wisdom. Yes, Gulharu, you are right. This is something that you know, we should keep that in mind. You know, in case we have grenades or access to grenades, you never know when you're gonna need to blow something up. We have also mines. There are grenades and mines in this game, so grenades, you know, they are the things that you throw at stuff, and the mines are the things that you set up, and other people / robots can go into them. But they're not really that useful unless, you know, there are some specific maybe moments in this game where you can just mine up the corridor or a specific place, and then everything dies when you go there. Actually, the game, if you have observed the cutscene, the game was showing us those you know, valiant robots, very valiant robots, going in and activating some sort of reddish force field on them, and it didn't help them, you know, because we're actually kind of like the evil space wizard, because we used force lightning, you know, with this special power of ours. We have 2 repair parts, so we can replace the part, and we can maybe see if there's emergency control commands. Can we open something, you know, for the guys upstairs, for Barnabas and Aton? Run diagnostic running. Everything is rerouted to fuel depot terminal. All right, so we can't do anything from here. We can open the blast doors to the fuel depot. We just learned that we can... oh, but we don't have computer specs. Huh, I must have missed something. Alright, there is one more room. No, there's one more room that I should visit. And hopefully the Space Roomba will be able to provide help and open the doors for our main character. And 3CFD, oh no! This utility droid looks as if it has suffered irreparable damage. So, rest in peace, little Roomba. Only the strongest Roomba remained. By which I mean us. And the other one is dead. But we are getting some more items, and hopefully one of them was the computer spec that we need. F, yeah. F in chat for the Space Roomba. This is a very sad story. But you know, well, he was just alive for just a couple of minutes in the prologue. Yes, F in the chat definitely. If F for the Roombas, F in the chat for the Roombas that left us too early, I would say. No. Let's see. We were at the comm system and diagnostics. No. Emergency controls. Open. Yeah. I'm just clicking it through. We have opened the door. And we can now progress, so very nice. Thank you for the Fs in the chat. I'm sure the Roomba's family is now at peace. Let's see. We are burning more droids with our Force Lightning, and we are progressing through the level. Actually, Paragos, this part of the game, the kind of like an entry part of the game, the maybe not the tutorial area, but the extended tutorial area, the beginning of the game, it's not very exciting. You know, for the most part, our enemies will be robots, and of course, as you have noticed, even though we are a space wizard, even though Barnabas is a space wizard, he doesn't have many force powers. He doesn't have a lightsaber, so the Paragos as a whole is very, you know, difficult area to bear, which is why one of the more popular mods to this game is skipping Paragos, you know, which allows you to just get all the items, all the levels that you would normally get through the playthrough, but actually go to the real part of the game, I would say, where you can actually, you know, with the characters developed already, and you have a chance at meeting some Force-related characters maybe. Because for now we are just, you know, a strange man / robot in a strange robots universe, and we're gonna be trying to survive, you know, and get some clothes, because this is, you know, also a priority probably. Remote cameras, let's see, entrance to the droid. Okay, this is this one, and it's closed. So shields are up there, it's sealed, we can't go there. Maintenance, we've been there before, so we have already grabbed those items. Fuel lines, so there is some item in the fuel lines and also mine. It is sealed, this particular corridor, because there are no docked ships for this part of the facility. But maybe we can just open something for Barnabas, right? System lock? No. Remote cameras? No. Schematics? Yeah, alright. Open emergency hatch on Paragus administration level. Whoa! Alright, so we found this. 90 is saying he's filled with determination. Yes, we are filled with determination. Like every astromech droid in Star Wars is filled with determination. You know, R2-D2 was a very determined robot to just help his friends, you know, or owners. Depends how you look at it. And T3M4 is no different. He is very helpful. So yeah, we should love him and care for him. And we're gonna open the doors. Yeah, the job done. And oh, the cutscene. And he's dead. Oh no! And cut to black, so we don't know his fate. Why? Why the Roombas are dying so quickly in this game? And Aton is saying that this stupid droid is not my droid. I don't know who he belongs to.
Well, I'm beginning to think I was a little better off in my...
There's a beeping from console, and actually, this is the door that were closed before.
A little cargo cylinder came through.
The little Roomba came through. We'll see. I don't believe we're out of this yet.
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar.
The turbo lifts are locked down manually, so I had him open the emergency hatch. Very smart.
Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Yeah, Aton is a very down-to-earth character, so he is making a good point that, you know, on the mining station, mining facility that is in full lockdown, related to the fuel explosions or, you know, mining explosions, probably not a good idea to go where the explosions are. And you're calling us an idiot, but we are not an idiot, we're a space wizard idiot. A space wizard's life is sacrifice. Besides, someone's got to save our skins.
You're either really brave or really crazy. Or both. Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids.
Yes,
so don't
more mining droids. Don't be playing hero too hard.
Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself.
Oh, he cares about us. You know, this is the classic. If the character case says to you that, not that I care what happens to you or anything, that means they deeply care. They deeply care. So this is to feed 90s, for example, fascination with characters, because in the middle, you know, wholesome. Got it. See you soon.
I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
Let's try not to get too deep with Aton, or without Aton. We have received a comm link. And we have actually gained another light side point. I think I was very nice to him, or maybe too nice. We're gonna have to balance it out. Yeah, if we are going to be a neutral character, we should be dark at the nearest occasion, or just, you know, tell something what we really think about them. Let's see. This is the door that were opened. And we can progress here into the Paragus mining tunnels. Surely nothing bad will happen there. Right, let's go forward.
Can you read me?
Barely. There's a lot of static.
There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragus fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most.
At least he's providing us with some guidance. So he's not useless. This is good. I like that in my party members, potential party members. But we can also, you know, say, I don't want any of your advice from now on, so keep this channel clear. Yeah. Or we can be actually very, very annoyed. Like, if you have anything else useless to say in the future, keep it to yourself. So, you know. But I think there is no reason, you know. We are together, kind of in a dangerous situation, so we're not, you know, saying anything bad to him. Maybe alert me immediately if you pick up something else.
And be careful down there.
Be careful. We'll be careful. Hopefully, we are level 2. We're a space wizard level 2, so nothing can stop us. And we have actually found some items.
Find the emergency supplies?
Supplies. Yes, and it looks like there's some clothes in there.
About time. The whole half-naked Jedi thing was wearing a little thin. Look, there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside
So again, about the state of our character and the clothes that we found, he said about time, because we're a male character, but if we're playing a female character and we say that we have found the clothes there, he's like, damn it, why did you find the clothes? So yeah, naughty Atten. Understood. Anything else?
Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids.
Right, the battalion of mining droids. Any advice on taking out these droids?
Well, these aren't construction models. They shoot like a moisture farmer militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing them. In close combat, the guy with the vibroblade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not.
So he's giving us combat ideas about taking the vibroblade. I'll do that. Anything else? We aren't very proficient with the vibroblade, but maybe it's the way to go. Maybe getting close and personal will be helpful. Let's see. Vibro sword, vibro cutter. Okay, this does more damage. +1 to hit and 1 to 11 damage, so not very good. But at least we can pretend that we're a space wizard. It's not a lightsaber, it's saber, so at least it's something. Let's see what's behind this door. Another door, surprisingly. Wow. Okay. And there's a corridor.
Watch where you step. I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines.
Well, thank you, Atten. Fortunately, I noticed those mines.
If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids.
We actually have.
If the mines don't get you first.
We actually have skills.
Survey gear or a safety harness, put them on. They'll make spotting and disarming the sonic charges a little easier.
I'll do that. Alright, so I just realized that I equipped the weapon, but I haven't equipped the clothes. But you know, defense bonus 1, this should be good. Maybe we should also equip survey gear, it helps with our awareness, and safety harness, demolitions +1, it should help with the stuff. Also energy fields, those are like energy shields, those are like little items that have limited uses, that upon use will absorb the damage that we'll be getting. So this absorbs heat, and this one absorbs energy. Like you know, the shots from the droids are energy, so it can help. And let's look at Barnabas right now. He looks terrible, as expected from a level 2 character, and skill level is too low. No armor run. Well, actually, the armors in this game are an interesting concept, because there are armors that are like Jedi robes. So you know, your general light robes. But there are some very heavy like combat armors, like stormtrooper armors, you know, stuff like that. But the thing is, and I hate this game for that. Because if you are wearing heavy armors, if you're wearing, you know, non-Jedi armor robes, you can't use certain force powers. So this is due to this game being based on the 3rd edition of Dungeons & Dragons, where wearing an armor, any kind of armor by a wizard, would impose a chance for your spell to fizzle, to not work. I believe I think that's how it worked. So it stands to reason why they implemented it here. But from a gameplay point of view, you know, I much prefer the 5th edition, where you can you can use your spells and be a wizard in a heavy armor. But we're gonna see if Barnabas will have, you know, any problems with the defense. No armor will fast roll at least. Yeah, you know, the dodging in this game is purely based on the numbers, but that would be something, you know, to run without armor through this game. Let's reactivate this droid, and we have 9 repair parts, and we can do some stuff. We can optimize the droid weaponry. We have optimized the droid targeting systems, and we can engage the droid in patrol mode by 5 parts. So we can only do 2 of those things. Yeah, let's optimize the weaponry and activate the patrol mode to see if it will help us. And let's leave it alone. So yeah, we are a space wizard who is skilled in with machines. So we have now a battle bot, finally, and the battle bot will actually, you know, do some work for us. And because we are on this map while he's killing them, we are getting the XP. So it's nice. We're not using any of our supplies. Well, we used some parts, but we got XP from that. How are you holding? It's damaged? No, full health. Very strong. Very strong guy. Maybe we should help him. Let's help him. The single force push. Okay, too late. Okay. Right. Thank you, robot, for helping us. Can you help us more? Can you follow us through the entire game and just kill stuff for us? That would be very, very convenient. Very nice. But of course not. He's only programmed to do the patrol mode from this particular place to this place. So it's not a very good patrol droid, but, you know, everything here is kind of in a not very good state. This droid is broken, for example, and at least has a grenade. Maybe we can do some grenades. Oh, come on. Can we pull you? Let's pull you. Is it even a thing? I want to pull you so you can follow me and the other guy will kill you. Is that a thing? Probably not. Okay. Wait, come back. I want to destroy you with 1 damage of force push. Like I said, we are not very strong force users. It actually ate all of our force. But hey, maybe Aton's advice was sound, because we are actually killing them. Okay, this is bad. There are so many robots here. This is bad. This is bad. No, because I haven't saved the game in some time. Retreat. Let's rethink our strategy. We'll get them next time. Come on. Can you help? Can we hide behind you? Are you helping? No, what? You destroyed what? Come on. Aww. You destroyed our friend. Oh, I paid parts to repair him. Come on. Let's see. Maybe we can cut them down. And there's Pandora92 on the chat. Hello and welcome. Great to have you here. We are playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's a old-timey RPG game, and we are currently, you know, role-playing as the Space Wizard Barnabas. We're destroying machines and repairing some machines. We're kind of, you know, playing for both sides at this point. We're throwing grenades. We're trying to be neutral. And thank you for coming. Enjoy the stream. Let's see. We can do the flurry on this one. So, like I mentioned earlier, there are attacks. The gun had a power shot, the rapid shot, and the same kind of attacks are implemented here. So there's a power attack, there is a attack, and you know, like a critical hit, and all stuff. We leveled up, so you know what that means. We'll be probably deciding on more force powers. We're gonna see what we're gonna find in just a minute. Let me just quickly survey the area to see if there are any other items worth taking. It's not terrible. Third level will give us more HP, which means we're gonna survive more. So this is good. Let's see.
Hey,
this looks toxic.
That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move quickly enough.
Alright, so this is a good advice. We actually have the energy shield. We might as well use it. But first the level. Good luck in destroying. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So far, we have destroyed a lot of robots, and but actually a lot of like space Roombas that were helping us were also destroyed. So you know, you can't save everyone. Let's see if I can see and open the poll again. Yeah, it cleared up. So yeah, again, guys, if you are still here, I would very much like to listen to your opinion and decide whether or not we should go for the light side power or dark side power or a neutral power. You can vote on the chat, exclamation vote light, dark or neutral, so that we can see what kind of force we'll get next. In the meantime, I'm gonna do a level up. So repair was good. Repair helped us. Persuade we don't need at this point, but computer use could be helpful. Maybe we're gonna hack something in the near future. So yeah, that would be something. What else? We're also getting a feat. All right, so this can help us develop our combat capabilities. One of the more interesting ones is the regenerate force points, because with this one and the high wisdom and high stats, we're gonna be generating a lot of force points for our Space Wizard magic. We kind of don't want to use the feat for demolitions or security. What's that? This is finesse lightsabers. Well, we don't have lightsabers yet. We probably don't want to spend the feat on finesse melee weapons. This would makes would be actually able to add dexterity instead of strength to our attacks. So we would have a higher chance of hitting something. But let's not do that right now. Those are related to some skills. Maybe I should go with dueling, or maybe I should go with two-weapon fighting. Yeah, because one of the decisions that we have to make at some point is whether or not we want to use a single saber, or we want to use a multiple, two basically, or a two-sided lightsaber. But I think the one would be nice. So maybe we're gonna go with this one. All right. Yeah, it will give us some edge in combat in terms of defense. I was wondering what kind of weapons would Barnabas use, because in the D&D campaign he isn't using any weapons. He has a shield in the left hand, and on the right hand he's casting spells. So it's not really that important for him. But at least this gives us like some defense. So maybe it fits, you know. I feel that two-weapon fighting would be something that a very skilled warrior, very skilled fighter would do, and Barnabas is not a skilled fighter in terms of combat practices, so probably maybe dueling. Dueling, actually, you know, there are no like shields in this game like in D&D that add the flat AC bonus, which is armor class. And this dueling actually gives us +1 to defense, so maybe it makes sense. Let's go with this one. And powers. We are actually are able to choose 2 force powers, because as you may recall, the Consular, the class that we're playing, specializes in force powers. So the warrior, the Jedi Guardian would get more feats to improve his combat capabilities. But in terms of Jedi Consular, we are also sometimes getting extra force powers as we level up, which means that as we progress throughout the game, we're gonna get a lot of force powers and tools for every occasion, whether it is improving ourselves or, you know, buffing our allies, or just using being super edgy, going into dark side of the force and destroying our opponents. So let's go back to the poll. Let's see what are the results. Let's close the poll and complete. And dark side was the most voted option on the poll with 60% of the votes. So yes, we're gonna be the evil one right now. Let's see what kind of dark side force powers we can choose from. So those are light side powers. So those are for wimps. We are just going into full dark, edgy Sith Lord mode and tapping our inner darkness to do some bad things. So wound or fear or shock or drain. I think drain force. This also, or force scream. So yeah, a lot of choices that are kind of dangerously sounding. Let's see, fear. Fear doesn't affect droids, so probably not for now. Slow does not affect droids, so not for now. Wound does not affect droids, and you can trust me when I say that there will be a lot of droids on Paragus still. So we don't want to use our points for or something like that. Which leaves us basically, I think, with the force shock. So as we have seen in the Roomba section of the game, we could use the electricity to deal with the robots quite efficiently. So maybe we should go with force shock. This will be, it kind of doubles down on what we have on with the force push. It's an offensive force, but like I said, the Consular will get a lot of force powers, a lot of spells, so we don't need to worry about that. All right, drain force. This is force scream. So yeah, it's very interesting because since the poll was won by the dark side is growing stronger because we're getting 2 this level. It's gonna be fun to see in the future whether or not we'll be getting the double light side at some point, or double neutral at some point. Okay, what can we get as well? Maybe for the future. Is there a... Okay, no, Drain Life is at level 9. I wanted that. What would Barnabas have, actually, in terms of Dark Side? So, he would slow... No, he would not slow. There is a slow spell in D&D, but Barnabas is not using that. Fear... I don't think he has Intimidation, so maybe not right now. Won't be okay, I think. Maybe in terms of doing some damage. He has ways of doing damage. Force Scream is kind of an AoE in close proximity that does sonic damage and reduce attributes. Maybe Force Scream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Force Scream. We're gonna see how it works. So yeah, we have chosen 2 Dark Side powers, which means that we are a little bit edgier right now. Dork Side, yes, Dork Side of the Force is strong with us. Borg side, it's one of those sides, you know. There are multiple sides of the Force apparently, and we are discovering them all in this playthrough. So we're gonna see how it goes. All right, so let's save the game. Bark side, yes, the Bark side of the Force. Let's just save the game here. And what was that? We have to equip Peragus Mining Shield because this deals damage, you know. Aton told us that it does damage to us, so let's quickly run through, hopefully, through this mist. Oh, we still got some damage, but thankfully enough, we are not too damaged. Let's see, can we recover the mines? Recovering the mines gives us the best XP, but our skill is too low. Force is shaped like Tesseract, has many sides. Probably, yeah. Most likely. We are discovering all the Force, all the sides of the Force, of the space magic. Because if I were to put one aspiration for Barnabas, both in terms of this playthrough and my D&D character, I would say that he craves knowledge. You know, he would like to know spells. Okay, no, don't do this. He would like to know spells. Yes, shock. Yeah, it wasn't even that expensive. It just ate some of our Force points. He would be very glad to know. He craves knowledge. He craves spells. He craves the ability to better himself as a wizard, and in this term, as a space wizard. So probably that will be like a theme for Barnabas, getting to know some more. Okay, so there's a small one there. The small one heals. This is the small one that you can hear. Come on, I was explaining stuff. There's a small droid down there that actually heals their friends. So let's hope that we can dispatch of them quickly. Some items here, some items there. The items that we're picking up are either, you know, droid improvements or some components. There isn't anything like super worth paying attention to. Maybe in the future we'll be getting some nicer items. Let's throw an ion grenade. It should work on robots, right? And it did! It was like 22 and 45 damage explosion. Very nice, very efficient. I like this. And electricity, you know, Dark Side. Dark Side is winning, I feel, because the Force Push, as you remember, was doing like 2 points of damage, 3 points of damage, just, you know, just a light tap on the droid's shoulder, and the Force Lighting is like, I'm gonna destroy you. So yeah, this is very good, very good. Feel the rage flowing through your veins and stuff like that. Robot is going like swiggity swooty. Yeah, those robots are like, they have some weird animations.
I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on.
And it looks like here we have something. Understood. Barnabas out. So there will be more droids. Let's clear them up. Let's see. We have a lot of Force powers. So zap. Okay. One zap and one slash. Okay, miss. Very good dodge, Barnabas. 16 damage. Oh my goodness, that must have been a critical hit. Because it deals 1 to 12 damage, this Vibro Sword. -1 due to us having 8 strength. So to get a 16, it must have been a critical. Alright, so those are dead. Droids are dead. Thankfully we can't fall, you know. There is a big hole in the ground. but thankfully it is the smart RPG that doesn't let us fall. So let's just see what kind of machinery here is. It looks like this place is important, right? It's in the middle of the room, over the big hall. So let's see. We can do some hacking. We have computer use at level 6, and we have 2 computer spikes. So let's do this game's Arcana and this game's Magic and hack this. Call out droid command functions. We can add other droids to the mining protocols, or we can cancel all droid mining functions on organics. So apparently, this is part of the puzzle of what happened at this station. The droids are attacking us because someone changed their protocol to mine organics. You know, we are organics, and the mining droids would normally, you know, go to the wall and just chop the stone, but they're just going chop on organics. So that's why everyone is dead, probably. So we can maybe add other droids to droid mining protocols. Let's see what that happens. This scrambler effect will override all current commands on the droids. In addition to attacking you, they will also attack other droids. Do you wish to continue? So we have the unique opportunity of bringing in some chaos into this location, which I think, you know, I'm not sure if chaos is essentially a dark side thing, but since we are enjoying the destruction a little bit too much due to the ion grenade and the force lightning, we might as well do that to just have the droids attack each other. And return to main functions. What can we do? We can access fuel containment functions, shut down containment fields. So the purple doors are now shut down, and we can progress through the level. And there are droids. Let's see. Are they fighting each other? Is there something happening? It's very peaceful. Maybe they don't see each other. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a corpse. Oh, movement. Zap! 15 damage and you die. Nice. Let's see. How about you? We're gonna defeat you the old-fashioned way. Oh, you can see that we got some XP. The purple floating numbers, XP 100, XP 100. That means some droids are fighting. This is good. We brought in chaos to this place. We are zapping through the droids. We're very strong. This is nice. We're very strong, and we're just level, I don't know, 3? Is it level 3? Yeah, Jedi Consular level 3, and the droids got nothing on us. Chaos side of the Force? Yes, this maybe. You know, it's probably it is somewhere on the alignment chart. You know, with the good and bad, good and evil sides of the Force, and chaos would be opposite of lawful, right? Lawful side of the Force. We're not a lawful character, right? We don't want to be lawful. We established that there are many stories about knights in shining armor already in the gaming or in the stories, so we might as well bring in some chaos. Let's see. Remains. Alright, so the droid remains. Aratech SD belt. Whoa, is that an item worth checking? What kind of belt is that? Damage immunity 25 versus Sonic and stealth +2. Okay, so Sonic the Hedgehog has got nothing on us if we equip this. Maybe no, actually safety harness will be better because we still want to pick up some mines maybe in the future. Not many items we have. Yeah, like, you know, the beginning of every video game, you just have trash items and you have to, you know, work your way up to the cool stuff. Okay, let's not overuse the Force. Nice. Barnabas has gotten more proficient with the sword, I believe. I think that you know, just like half an hour ago he was trapped in a kolto tank and just waking up without any clothes, without basically anything. And now look at him. He has a sword. He has a uniform. Some, you know, weird attachments on his head. He's using the Force. You know, it's good. It's good to be strong. These doors. Let's see. And this is the mining droid. So let's do this one first.
Yeah, picking up some strange.
Oh, alright, so this was the wrong doors. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah.
The mining tunnels are shutting
As we all know, if we have gotten to a point when there's a cutscene, we should go the other way first, so that we can just get some items and XP. Can you override it?
Keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
Alright, so he's telling us to, you know, finish our business here as soon as possible, which means we basically have all the time in the world we want, unless until the trigger, which is just going into a certain place, will happen. So no rush, no rush. We're just going to take a stroll and loot all the items, parts, some more grenades. This is nice. Are we getting better at recovering mines? Maybe. Let's see. Skill too low. All right, so let's just disable them. All right, another mine here, and like kind of a weird corridor. Let's see where it leads us. There is a sonic mine here. Corpse. Corpse has so many items. 119 credits. We are rich right now. There is some cardio regulator, heavy mining laser. Oh, we're gonna shoot another gun maybe. Let's see. Maybe it's gonna be a better firebolt. We can actually equip both. Heavy mining laser. So this one does +5 to hit and 2 to 16 damage, and this one does +3 to hit and 111 damage. So yeah, we're going with the gun for now. This is fortitude, so we don't need that, and nothing else. Alright, this is a beautiful model of a gun. Just look at the texture. It's it's terrible. it's amazing how terrible this texture is, but you know, old game. We are going to just use it for the time being. We can, of course, I think this item is for switching. Yeah, this button is for switching. Sorry, for switching weapons. So it's important to use ranged weapons when you are in range, and you know, melee weapons when you are up close. Makes sense, right? There are some, you know, mechanics, system-related stuff, like if you are attacking a character that is, if you are trying to attack a character with your gun and this character is right next to you, you suffer some penalties to hit. Although I'm not sure if it's on the first, on this difficulty or on higher difficulties. So this guy was throwing grenades at us. That's not very nice, because only we are allowed to throw grenades. Space wizard with a gun, exactly. What is more terrifying than a space wizard? A space wizard with a gun. So this is what we're gonna do. Damage cylinder. All right, let's use it like this. Better quality junk equipped. Pretty much still junk, but you know, better quality. Okay, we can't. Okay. All right, we can't use the. All right. So what is happening here? This is the damage cylinder. We can't use it. So we can't open it with a security skill or a security tunneler. The game is telling us that we should be able to open it with a mine. However, we only have deadly sonic mines because we haven't picked anything else. And we have a skill too low to actually set it up properly. So bye-bye container, we will never open you, actually. Unless we find some better, you know, mine or frag mine or something like that. Maybe there is something in here, let's see. Not here, but 100 credits, we're rich. He just multi-classed to Artificer, yeah, probably like that, you know. He is looking kind of machinery already with that head attachment and the gun, so he is fulfilling the character like goal. Minor sonic detonator, no, nothing here. All right, so I'm afraid 100% run this is not, because we won't get that thing. There's nothing we can do. Goodbye, goodbye, plasteel cylinder. You will be missed. Oh, there was a roll. There was a roll that was mentioned earlier about you know, about not wearing armor, and there is a dead body. Let's see. Why are you dead? Why are you dead?
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master. provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance?
So again, this is a droid, and those kind of droids we are going to meet in the game, maybe a little bit more. But I would like to point out the speech pattern that they have. So they have like greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, master. So they have first like they're putting the context or the way of what they're saying in front of their words. So it leads to some funny situations. I think in Mass Effect there was this also race called Elcor or one of those that were like also adding those operating words for their dialogue. So it's not a very very new thing. All right, so let's see. He says that we are his master. That's very nice. Okay, and since we are into the dark side and being better than everyone, as proven by killing a lot of droids, we won't tell you that we aren't his master. Maybe we can just use him to our advantage. Tell me what you're doing here before I turn you into slag. All right.
Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, master. With the unexpected termination of my previous master, you are the only organic which I may now serve.
Who was your previous master? Just asking for a friend.
Answer. The captain of the Harbinger, master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination.
Well, yes, I was on that ship, yeah. But maybe you can shed some light. What happened?
Irritated answer. Oh, master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation.
I think you're hiding something. Why don't you tell me anyway?
Hesitant explanation.
Hesitant.
That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
Alright, so he is providing some explanations. Where was I when this was taking place?
Speculation.
Speculation, so he doesn't know.
You were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, master.
Alright, so as Kreia would say, we were removed from the events of this world at that time, and we don't really know what happened with us at the Harbinger. But how did I get from Harbinger to here? Recitation.
Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy.
He's of course talking about the Ebon Hawk. That was the freighter.
They were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board.
Zimisi says that he'll be going to another galaxy. Thank you for the stream. Save the Roombas. Yes, thank you very much for coming. I'm so glad that I could provide some quality, hopefully, entertainment and add something to your evening. We're gonna save the Roombas. We're gonna try to find them. And please enjoy your trip to the other galaxy. And, of course, may the Force be with you. Let's see what we can do. Any ideas what had attacked the small freighter?
Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels.
Well, indeed, but Ebon Hawk is a very special freighter. So it makes sense that it's in the center of the action. You know, this is basically this game's Millennium Falcon from the original trilogy. So it is one of those like kind of legendary ships that you can encounter in every corner of the galaxy, and it's kind of in the middle of the action. Why would they take me aboard, actually? Yeah, because we were on the Harbinger and we were taken by the freighter.
Vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk.
Exactly. We're smart, we figured it ourselves.
I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty.
Your bounty? Excuse me? What are you talking about? Bounty?
Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way.
I don't think we should try. We should trust him.
Caused me considerable distress.
So you were actually trying to get to me, robot, and actually the Ebon Hawk saved me. Let's see. And the Ebon Hawk came here.
Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer.
Makes sense, maybe. What happened once the ship arrived?
Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you.
Alright, this is rude. This is straight rude.
The reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy.
It looks like basically like he is trying to get rich because, I mean, by selling us, you know. He said bounty. Is he a bounty hunter? I'm not sure.
I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi.
How did they find out I was a space wizard?
Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of
Alright, so those are some plot points, you know, that reveal our characters' past. We have apparently served in the Mandalorian Wars. Let's see. Unpleasantness. Unpleasantness? What are you talking about?
Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed
it. Looks like a lot of parties are interested in our, you know, well-being. Then what happened?
Hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility.
Accidents, yeah, accidents.
I believe.
100% sure.
Coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores.
Suspicious they are interested, indeed. This is suspicious. Just when we were at this point of the gameplay that we're, you know, feeling pretty much in control because we destroyed all the droids, because we made that dodge roll through the exploding turbo lift, basically some more questions arose, because there's a mysterious robot that isn't shooting us on sight, so he wants us alive, but for what reason? So what happened to the rest of the miners?
Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets.
Cascade of flawlessly timed detonations. Would someone recording random events would point out that they were, you know, flawlessly timed up?
Cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems.
Sadly enough, what do you mean? Like, he's basically telling that the miners were put into a dangerous place, but not in the ventilation system, and that was sad? Why? What do you mean?
You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level.
Alright. Are there any left alive?
Answer. I do not know, Master. Ironically enough, any miner that fled to the dormitory level to protect themselves from the droids and the explosions would find themselves in a gas-filled death trap.
Alright, we don't care about the miners. I mean, we care about why those miners were trapped there in the first place, because something smells fishy here. We're not about to be a hero, like Aton suggested. We don't need to be a hero. We just focus on the objective. Forget them then. I need to get into the hangar bay and get off this rock.
Pitying answer. Oh, that is unfortunate, Master. The hangar is sealed behind a containment field. It would be impossible to open it.
Really? What about override codes?
Answer. Only the prerogative this administration officer would have such codes, Master? If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident...
If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident. Yeah, okay, so this guy is... You are evil. You are evil, guy. Is it possible to contact him using a comlink?
Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. It is perhaps for the best, especially if any other accidents have occurred in that section. If that were the case, the severed comlink would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams as they lived out their last moments.
Oh, yes. Yes, Kuharu. The dialogues are wonderful, you know, whether it is a philosophical approach of Kreia or just HK droids just saying that... Actually, Loki saying that they want to destroy all organics, you know, all meat bags. The dialogues are very, very powerful. The game has a very good writing. It was praised for that at the launch, and basically received a very well reception. But of course, the bugs, the technical issues, kind of lowered the hype at the game at the launch. Satisfaction?
Rapid retraction. Why, yes, satisfaction in knowing their fate, Master. It would be unfortunate if they had been slaughtered, but there would be a calm, comforting certainty that there is nothing we can do to escape until a ship arrives.
Yes, I mean, this is getting, you know, uncomfortable. This dialogue. At this point, I would be like, okay, I'm just gonna back off slowly because I don't want to progress this conversation with you anymore. I don't want to learn anything. Just leave me be. There must be a way to reach them. Okay, let's assume that someone has survived.
You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
Alright, so it is possible to go outside. Important. I only want the codes those miners have, and when I have the codes, I'll dispose of them and leave this rock. Darkseid, let's go.
Warning, Master. Continued exploration of this facility may place you
so
in
you are
unnecessary
warning us
danger.
now. Alright.
I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation.
Alright. I'm your master, and I'm giving you an order to assist me.
Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code.
Alright, so how do I get the code to the airlock?
Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good.
Alright, what do you mean?
Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice-printed musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols.
Alright, so we now know who this guy is here.
Conjecture. I suspect.
And we kind of need his voice to open some doors in progress. And he's dead, so this might be an issue. No? I'm not sure we have that kind of space magic that would revive him or let him speak. We don't have Speak with the Dead here, actually. It would be funny, you know, to have Speak with the Dead from D&D. Voice printed, what does it mean?
Explanation. Yes, Master. Many consoles have voice recognition sensors built into their systems so that only selected individuals can unlock them.
But you do know the code, he said it himself.
Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless.
Then how can I bypass the voice print? There must be a way, right?
Answer. Master, you cannot.
Okay.
You are trapped here just as I am.
Not very helpful.
There is nothing to do, except patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us.
He's very keen on keeping us here. Yeah, let's just go. Never mind then, I'll be going now. Oh! I forgot that there is this sound if you get dark side points. I mean, I wasn't always getting dark side points because maybe you have noticed when we got the light side points. When we got the light side points, there was like a little force team, you know, very gentle, like a breeze. And now, as we got the dark side points, it was this powerful, like, yeah, dark side. Exactly because of that, Nighty. It sounded so menacing because we gained dark side points. So we are edgy. Let's see, maintenance officer. Do you have anything? Okay, nothing. So this is quite a conundrum that we got ourselves in, because we kind of need his voice, that guy's voice, to say the code so that it opens the stuff, you know, for us. But well, we kind of can't do this, so it's gonna be tricky. We got something. We got a datapad. With the protocol droid's help, I finished work on the sonic imprint sensors. I've installed them in the mining droids, but I'm locking up the original here to prevent the other miners from using its ability to record and play back voices to override the droid voice print protocols. Alright, so maybe this maintenance guy left us something, because this is a piece of tech that we can maybe use to our advantage, because if it can record, you know, the codes, then we would be able to at least record the code from the robot. You know, he set the code like something R1B5, but maybe we're gonna have to find a way to use this guy Dead's voice. You know, I don't know. There's a workbench here. So this game actually has a kind of a crafting you know, mechanic. It's not very important. I mean, it is important in some certain playthroughs. It won't be probably important for us. But what I like the most is the upgrading items. There are certain items that we can upgrade, like melee weapons, and we can just use the workbench and try to upgrade something. So we can create parts or repair kits. During our adventures, we have been looting components that we can use to craft certain items. So they're all listed here. We can craft armor even, or actually not armor, but certain like enhancements to the armor that we can then use again on certain armors, not on all of them. Only those that allows. We can break down items into components. So it is a system that you can spend some time on. But for us, we just want to see if there's anything we can do to upgrade our current weapon or weapons. Use the workbench to upgrade items, and we actually can upgrade the miner uniform. All right, it currently gives us defense bonus 1, and it says here that okay, so we have 2 upgrades, but we can't apply them. Yeah, okay, this item is incompatible with this item. So thanks for nothing, game. We actually can't upgrade this one. But maybe Vibro Sword. And Vibro Sword we can, alright. So we can make it more edgy with the basic Ionite Edge. And it will do 1 ion damage bonus and 1 to 4 ion damage to droids. This is good, because quite recently we've been doing a lot of fighting with the droids, so maybe getting more damage to the droids will help us. Very smart. And alright. And this is it. Alright, so we are upgraded. We're upgraded and we can continue exploration. Are you saying something to me? No, okay. I don't trust him. Whoa! Alright. Very warm welcome. Let's see, let's try this one and use the force shock. Very nice. Wow, okay, so 19 damage and this guy just died. Looks like upgrading the weapon helped us a little bit. Come on. Someone's throwing grenades at us. It's this one, right? We just need to kill the maintenance droid first. Yeah, okay, exploded. And now we're running. Although, why are we running? We can shoot, right? Oh, but he has a shield, so maybe not shield. Maybe melee would be better. Well, he lost some of the HP. Yeah, probably the shield wasn't so tough. Okay, as you can see, we are kind of in the same area that the Roomba the room where the T3 and 4 was before. You know, the purple shields, the purple like fields that prevent us from going further. Were also seen on the cameras that T3 and 4 saw through. And maybe we can actually start putting the story together, because if we look at this place, somewhere on the other side of those fields, there was T3 and 4, and as you remember, he kind of died. He was attacked by an unknown attacker. By, you know, there was like an ion beam or some sorts that shot him, and there was a fade to black. But given that we are here, that T3 and 4 was here, and on this level, apart from these regular droids who just shoot, they don't use ion beams, is only apparently this guy. Well, maybe this is the story that is, you know, making sense. He is alive, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a chance. I mean, Roombas don't have a good lifespan in this game, as we have established. Oh, okay, there are those guys, okay, those are battle bots extreme, you know. They're gonna be attacking us. Let's be faster. Alright. Lightning. Is he alive? If he is alive, I'll do everything in my power to save him, to bring him home safely, so that he can vacuum the floor in the ship, you know. Security failure. This is probably because we are in combat. Gular says, thank you for the stream. I have to go, but I had a blast. Thank you very much. I think I'll be streaming for half an hour more. But thank you very much for coming. I'm super glad that you could came, and I hope that I reawakened something in you in terms of KotOR 2, and that you're gonna also give it a try sometime soon. And if not, go ahead and join me next week for another episode of Space User Barnabas. Thank you very much for coming, and have a good evening. Have a good night. Can we open this door in a way? No, we are bashing it, but maybe we can use a deadly sonic mine. No, we established that we can't do that. Okay, skill too low. We are terrible at explosives. Let's see. May the force serve you well. Oh, it will. It's so far it has. Oh, what is with the enemies in this game? They're literally standing outside on the other side of the door. Like, who are you? What are you doing here? Very bold. Yeah, exploded. That's what I thought. Yeah, it was like third or fourth time when we saw the enemy just being literally on the other side of the. Whoops! Wait. We have to heal probably. Energy shield, or is it energy shield? Because we don't want to. We have medpacks. We have. All right, we're safe. It was getting a little too hairy. I can see that we have a level up opportunity, but I think I'm gonna leave it for now. Play on this level and use the level up you know function that we have established, and voting on the next stream, so that we can start with something strong next time. Let's just explore this area a little more. There is a maintenance station. Let's see some more here. Chemicals reflex package. This is new, I think. Let's see. We can use. We can get +1 to reflex. Okay, it's not a big thing, but it's a bonus, you know. Dexterity saving throws. It's gonna help us. There is a turbo lift, but as you can see on the minimap, it's marked with a blue line, which means those doors are like leading to the next area. Green ones are just in this same area. What's here? Whoa, there are floating mines, and they're following. Oh, wait, come on. Okay, you're not following me. Well, let's use a gun. That's what the Space Wizard would do, right? To disable mines from afar. Very smart. Very smart solution to modern problems. Because I wouldn't want to go into a room with 4 floating mines. And one more. Alright, so security door here. Locked. Alright, thank you. Anything in here? No, nothing. So there's a maintenance station. Let's see. Okay. Maintenance logs, emergency subroutines, comm systems, cameras. Cameras. Maybe you can see the cameras somewhere. So containment field camera. Alright, so this is the same camera that T3 and 4 saw. Alright. Nothing there. Maintenance level camera. Okay, again the same. Fuel line sensors. And look! Look, there's a Roomba there! This fuel line deposits fuel. This fuel line deposits fuel into docked starships. Since there are no ships are currently docked in the Paragus facility, it is sealed. There appears to be a damaged T3 unit dumped into the fuel line. It may be your missing T3 unit. So there is also some sort of metal case next to the T3 unit, but you can't make it out. It may have been deliberately dumped down there. Once again, just to be sure. Okay, it kind of loads later, but there is a T3. There is a Roomba, so there is a chance it will be able to rescue him. Probably that will be the title of the next stream, In the Search of Roomba or something like that. It would make sense, right? So, what else do we have? Airlock camera. We don't need that. Return. Subroutines. Check for exits. Check turbolift. Alright, this is permitted. Check for other exits. Check airlock. Sealed. Okay. Alright. Open door to airlock. Access denied. Voice print identification required. Alright, so... strangely enough, this console has been voice printed. Not only does it require a code, but the code has to be spoken in the user's voice. Most likely the voice of the maintenance officers. The guy who is dead. So, it makes sense. We just need the voice print ID on this particular character. And yeah. We're gonna see how we can progress. Let's log out. We learned something from the console. We learned that there is still hope for the Roomba. Hopefully it will lead us. Hopefully the game will lead us into a place that from which we can salvage a Roomba. And those doors are opening. And look, we are back in the first location. We are back on the administrative level where we left Aton, and nothing has changed here. You know, there is no. There are no more. There isn't any like a droid invasion, so it looks safe. Let's see if Aton has something to talk to us.
Found anything?
I found a talkative protocol droid down in the fuel depot.
Yeah. Did you blow it up?
No, I thought about it though.
Yeah, well, watch your back. Droids can't be trusted.
All right, so Aton doesn't like droids. Important thing to remember. And you can know. Let's go straight to business. I need to open an airlock, but it's sealed with a voice print protocol by the maintenance officer.
Voice print? Great. That means he'd have to speak the code. And he's dead, right?
Aton is smart. He knows what's going on. It looks that way.
There's ways to beat voice prints, though. If you can get samples of his voice in the right words, you should be able to fake the voice print code, if you know what it is. You know, I overheard the maintenance officer getting chewed out by the security officer. You might want to check the security office on this level and see if there's any voice samples stored in the logs. And maybe there's samples of the code in the maintenance officer's holologs, if you can find a way to record them.
I have a sonic sensor and the code. I just need to find the right words to record.
That's a start. See if you can find any recordings where the maintenance officer is speaking, and try to piece together the words to unlock the voice print.
Alright, I'll return if I find anything. So Aton is quite helpful at this point, because he provided us with a solution. This is also, I'd like to comment here, that it's not, it hasn't been easy for me playing this game for the first time, because I wasn't that proficient in English at that time. So solving this, this particular part of the game wasn't very trivial to me, because when you hear the words like voice print ID, protocol, sensor, logs, maintenance officer, those aren't the words that you are usually learning at school. So it was very confusing to me, and I think I had to use a guide or something to progress. But right now it kind of I can kind of appreciate how seamless this experience is, because we just exited a place. We learned about the dead guy. We learned about the code. We learned about that the airlock is locked. And we need that voice print, and Aton actually provided us with a solution. And if I'm not mistaken, this particular place is a security room. So we skipped the security desk before because it was not needed. But maybe now we can get something good out of it. Let's see. So check security records. Sonic sensor. There's an option here that wouldn't have been before with the sonic sensor. Let's see. Mining droid maintenance logs.
So you're in maintenance.
Let's see.
Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores
Is that
are
the guy?
binary decay.
You can tell by the you know.
This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Yeah.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage.
It's sabotage.
And it started right after the command.
Okay, this guy is very angry, but he's doing the right thing, you know.
Droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell
He
me
found
who's
out
trying
that
to
there
clear
was a
path to
sabotage.
Get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Idiot. All right, so we learned something. The droids are definitely bad guys in here, but there was a sabotage. So let's try to figure out who sabotaged it, because it is us here, you know, the Jedi space wizard that was rescued from the Harbinger, from the Republic cruiser. There is an old woman that kind of is helping us. There's Aton, who is also helping us. There's T3 and 4, and there is this silver HK droid that was talking to us, and you know, sounding pretty sus. So I think I have an idea on who might have you know sabotaged everything. Let's see if we can get some more report logs on the maintenance officer, because he was in that cutscene, in that log. But we need more
And
from
according
him.
to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast...
Alright, so miners were dying.
The internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Korta and his miners.
Kurta, we have a name drop.
Now the
Let's see.
droids are
We
acting
might
crazy.
commit it to memory,
If we
just
don't
in
find
case.
what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
Alright. What else do we have? We have... I think we didn't go for, right?
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just
Oh,
in case
that is
someone
interesting.
locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down.
Ah, alright.
I doubt Korta or any of his men...
So
have
he's
the
actually
skills
telling
to
us what we already did, because before we freed Atom from his cell, we destroyed all the droids, and it wouldn't be possible if we didn't destroy the droids. So yeah, it pays off to be a gamer and just, you know, clear every room, one by one, kill them all. Okay, what else do we have here? Do we have something like camera controls? No, we don't need that one. We kind of want more security, storage room, inventory, 5. Okay, maybe here.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room.
Alright, so this is again a dialogue that would have paid off earlier. Let's just skip it.
If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should... I'd rather shut them down than destroy them.
There is a way to sneak past the droids actually, but we weren't using that because actually sneaking in this game is terrible because you go slow. You can't really, you know, do any cool stuff. There is a stealth run feat at some point, or is a power, I don't know. No, it's a feat that allows you to move at the normal speed, but it's really not worth it to stealth through this game, unfortunately. So no sneaking really. But you know, the space wizards aren't the ones for sneaking anyway, so it makes sense. Okay, did I go through all the dialogues?
Thing on. All right, all hands, especially you, Korta. Listen
I
up,
think the
because
last
I'm
one.
not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility.
This guy was leading the miners, right?
Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch
Alright, so this is some story. If you remember the opening cutscene, the Ebon Hawk was drifting through the asteroid field, and there was like a broken planet in the background, and that was actually Paragus 2, which was kind of, you know, ripped apart by the explosion of the fuel that was there, and then the asteroid field happened, was created, and this is where they set up the mining station, which we are right now, you know, which we are right now investigating. Okay, anything? So nothing here. I think there should be an option here related to the.
And according to one of the miners, it was.
Yeah, okay, this is not new. There should be a way to just record something, right? But there's nothing here. Maybe not from this point. We learned something. There is of course a journal that we can consult. Voice print protocol. You are able to get a third of the voice print code from one of the holologs. Now you just need to find other fragments. All right. So it makes sense. We got the part from that guy, you know, from the hololog. Maybe we just need to check other consoles. There were some consoles that we haven't checked extensively, so we can maybe check them out. Also, I think we should also check on Kreia to see if she's still alive, because we kind of left her and we've been exploring this facility for quite some time already. So let's just check on her, on the old woman that has been teaching us, you know, leading us in the ways of the space magic. Let's see if she's still there. Oh, she is, and she's meditating. Hello.
Yes? What have you found?
I keep hearing your voice as I explore this place.
Ah, yes, I noticed that as well. It may be that our proximity during our long slumber may have had unforeseen consequences.
Unforeseen consequences?
We seem to be able to speak without speaking. Perhaps this effect will pass with time.
What if it doesn't pass?
Then hope that we have little...
Yeah, actually you're correct. Oh, she's meditating. Let's talk to her. Yeah, that was rude of me. Maybe it's still the dark side flowing, but you know, I was like, hello, are you meditating? You know, can I talk to you? No, I'm meditating. Okay, I don't care, just stay out of my mind. No, let's not be super mean to her. Just stay here and be quiet. Okay, this is very, very rude thing to say, so let's not be super rude. I interrupted her meditation, so let's just be friendly. Alright then, I'll be back. Alright, so she is meditating. Let's leave her to her meditations. Maybe she'll have something to say next time when we meet her. Alright, so we need to find some voice print protocols fragments, and as you can see, the emergency hatch that we've been going down before is closed because of that explosion that happened. Again, the dodge roll through the turbo lift that was so epic. Let's see. If that was one console, maybe there are consoles on the other level. There was a console here that we used to communicate with T3 and 4. Is there?
You survived the tunnel.
Is there something here? Let me check logs. Okay, maybe there are logs from the maintenance officer.
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't.
No, you are not.
Sent the survivor to
Let's just skip this until we find a log with the. Okay, this is again this one. Okay.
Accidents of making the miners. 2 miners.
Gruba says, time for me to meditate as well. It was great to hang out today. Thank you very much for being here and enjoy your meditation. I'm so glad that you could join me today, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Drop by next week, same time, same place, and I'm wishing you a good end of the evening, and have a nice time. In the meantime, we're gonna try to go back, I think, and see if there's anything here. We're going back to the fuel depot, and we just need to get more IDs. Let's see. there was maintenance logs here. And look, there's a sonic sensor option, so it makes sense. Let's go 6.
When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk,
this is again the guy that is dead, that we want.
Droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter, but I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code.
Alright, so it makes sense. There's also security problems. Jedi, maybe we can learn something about ourselves. Jedi, Space Wizard, let's go.
When speaking to the protocol droid about the Jedi in Medbay, I thought they'd all gone away or been killed in the Jedi Civil War. The droid told me that his master's the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy, and that the Jedi had served in the Mandalorian Wars almost 10 years ago. That would have meant that the Jedi served under Revan for a time. Maybe the Jedi knows what happened to Revan after the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Yeah, alright. We are indeed the veteran of a Mandalorian Wars. It's actually pretty interesting because we get an extra feat because of that. Yeah, War Veteran. You are a veteran of the Mandalorian Wars. Your battle scars and experience give you an extra 25 vitality points at the start of the game. I'm very glad that they add this because as you know from the RPGs, when you're level 1 or level 2 or even level 3, you have like just a handful of hit points. So if you meet a goblin or worse, a droid, you can get down pretty easily, pretty soon. So it's probably nice that they added this feature to have some, you know, extra HP at the beginning. We just kind of want maybe you have something? Do you have something related to voice print? Let's see. Let's go about the body.
Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless.
All right.
I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned.
He enjoys the dying screams and, you know, the pain of humanity a little bit too much. Screams?
Recitation? Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, stop with it! Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations
very painful end,
Master,
apparently.
Ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life.
But we have an option to repeat that with a sonic sensor, so we're gonna record those dying screams.
Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids.
Because I think at this point we're gonna have 3 out of 3 pieces of the voice sample that we need to recreate the code to open the console and open the airlock.
His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate...
Alright, and actually now, if you can play back his voice, can't you speak the voice code?
Objection, Master.
And he says that he can't. I mean, this would be against his programming.
Most droids are believed to possess.
So it's not that simple. Because he's a droid, we probably can't use Persuade to use it. Although we can. Persuade plus Sonic Sensor. The game is giving us options, so it's here. I imagine Door and please put a voice sample and Brandon's like, ooh, they cut through my leg. Yeah, I mean, it's a painful, but we have to make use of whatever we can to survive this station, to get off this station. And I think it wouldn't be beyond Barnabas to just ignore the pain, maybe, of a person to just get the goals. I sense. Let's see. The fact that you can mimic voices is pretty impressive. What would it sound like if you did speak the code to the console?
Proud answer.
I sense the Sith way.
I believe my vocabulator is working adequately enough to...
I don't know, though. This started like a good-hearted stream, but we have already learned 2 dark side powers and 1 neutral power. And even though in dialogues we're pretty neutral or even good, we are slowly going towards the dark side, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it will end. Let's see. Yes, I think that's all I need.
Confused query. I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself?
never mind, I'll be going now. Is it already done? Like, with the sonic sensor, with the sonic imprint sensor, you are able to trick the HK unit into playing back the code in the maintenance officer's voice. Now that you have the code, it should be easy to open the airlock. Alright, let's see. Looks like the timing is very good, because the airlock will lead us outside. Okay, so from the console probably, right? Not from the... We can't just approach the airlock and be like, open sesame. There's a console here, so... Enter voice print code.
Maintenance control, voice print ID, R1B5.
All those pieces of voice from the maintenance officer that was recorded in one video, in the second video, and the dying sounds of his voice, we're able to produce a full replication of a code, and we're gonna open the door to the airlock, because as the droid told us, this is probably the only way that we can get to the place where the miners are trapped and or deaf, who knows. And he, as a reminder, the droid was very keen on keeping us here, very keen on not letting us go outside, but we're gonna do anyway. So, airlock in our door. There's a storage locker from which we can get the spacesuit. So, we are going into space. And I'm pretty sure that this will be a cutscene that will not register. Oh no, it does, alright. So it does here. Okay, so a little comment about the mechanics here. We are in space, and we are in a spacesuit. We are moving kind of weirdly fast, as you can see. This is kind of an improvement on the original game. There were two sections in the original game in which you were either underwater with a similar suit, or in the deep space, and you were walking like really slowly, like, you know, step by step, like that, yeah. And it was a pain to go through those areas. So at least in this game they made us, you know, go speedy. It's probably lore accurate, you know. The space wizards have this ability to get this very heavy suit, but still move forward. So let's go here. Let's go up. The galaxy is vast, as you can see. It's a beautiful texture of black and white dots. There are some asteroids, you know, rocks floating in space. Very nice place. We are outside. And we are moving outside a certain room in which a certain character resides.
That's about time. I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility.
Yeah, as you can see, Aton is inside, we are outside, and we could actually wave at him, you know. He's reading us at the exterior, and we can be sarcastic. Let's be sarcastic. Really? Maybe you should look up. Huh? Look out.
What are you doing out there?
I'm just taking a relaxing walk.
You're crazy, even for a Jedi. Look, you need to get out of there, quick.
Something wrong?
What little is left of the facility's venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paraga's fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path.
Alright, so we are in danger. Looks like I have to hurry then.
The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior. And only in the last few minutes.
Purposely?
It's almost as if... Now what now? I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code.
There is a ship.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And the classical line from Star Wars, I have a bad feeling about this. And unfortunately, this is an old game. KotOR is an old game, so you don't see. I'm gonna describe what is happening in the cutscene. Basically, a ship that is like a T-shaped ship was approaching. Came out of hyperspace and was approaching through the mining field, asteroid field. And fortunately, this part of the cutscene is on the engine, so you can at least see. And it's a perfect way that we're seeing this right here towards the end of the stream. As you can see, there is a very ugly-looking guy. He's meditating. It looks like he's broken. You know, he has wounds. He's bald, of course, but who is he? Who is this guy? And why he is meditating in the middle of a literal graveyard because there are so many corpses of Republic soldiers everywhere, and he's only there. Stand out too much in the sun, beware kids. And this again, there's a cutscene here that shows this particular ship coming closer to Paragus. So sorry that it couldn't be shown. Too much in the sun, yeah. Now back to the cutscene on the engine part. So in the background you can see the Paragus, the planet that was destroyed with the mining attempts. And this is the ship that came out of hyperspace. And on this ship apparently was that broken too much stay in the sun guy. So it probably is not a good thing that that the ship is docking. But there we are, you know, the ship came out of hyperspace, and it is slowly moving itself to the thing, you know, to the I don't know what it's called. So basically, I remember that this cutscene is pretty long, and when I was a kid, I couldn't stand it because the ship moved so slowly before it approached the passage here, and then there was the other cutscene about the fuel lines, and then there was this, so it was like, oh my goodness, why does it not end? So I'm at least glad that I could provide some narrative throughout that. And we had a little cutscene of Kreia saying he has come, and apparently by he, she may mean that evil-looking guy from the ship. But the question remains: what does she know about him? Who is he? And if she knows him, then who is she actually? You know, she doesn't look like a person who knows evil guys, but nobody knows. You know, which is I think is a good point to end the stream, because we made some progress. We created Barnabas, we've destroyed countless droids, we have also used the Force to our advantage. We are mostly nice, but also we are shocking all the droids that we have found. So yeah, we're also living with a mystery of the mysterious guy arriving and his connection to Kreia, and we are also living at this point with a mission to save our lovely Roomba T3M4, who is right now broken down somewhere in the fuel lines. Maybe, hopefully, we can rescue him so that he can join and vacuum Ibn Hawk again and help us with everything. So yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. I'm not sure who is still left here. It is of course Nighty and Nirmodel. All right. It says here in Streamlabs that it has 2 viewers, so I guess it's just you guys. I'm very thankful for you to be here. So I'm gonna show you something real quick as an ending part. So I've made a little something. I've made myself like a little board. I made myself a little board on which I would like to put all the subscribers, all the followers that have followed me, and I've already added some names to that board. Because I would like to look. Yeah, you saw Incu Queen, exactly. Some of the people those are people who have followed me before stream even began. So it's Nighty Slayer and Incubaria and Shorelia and CJ TKR. So thank you guys for doing that. Also, some more people who have been following in the stream. For example, we have already a little thing for Near Model. You'll be going onto the board as well, and I'm doing this primarily to have a little like a memento, like a motivation to keep on going, because I will know that those people who have followed me today, those people who are on the board, they may be interested in my content, that they gave me the validation that maybe Twitch streaming is something that I could try. Maybe it's something that I can be good at, but first, of course, I will have to learn it. I'm very happy with the technical side of the stream today. So nothing broke down, nothing exploded, which brings me great pleasure that this whole preparation that I've been doing for the last 3 months has finally bear fruit, and I can proudly say that I'm a streamer, and I'll be streaming some more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords next week, same place, same time, and I hope that you'll be joining me. So once again, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone who has been here on the chat, and I see you next time, guys. So have a good night, have a good evening, and once again, thank you for joining. Take care.